There's a reason why I haven't been doing videos lately. It's because Pokemon Generation 1 has taken over my life. So it's the truth. It's an addiction. Can't help it. It's Pokemon. Fucking love Pokemon and all that other stuff.
Doesn't
Just
love
like I
Pokemon.
love wrestling. Just like I love answering your guys' questions. What is up, guys? Chase Oliver here, bringing you live Q&A. But this is a random Saturday Q&A. You know, I don't do Q&As on Saturday and stuff like that. We've got some crazy stuff going on this Saturday. UFC 196 is tonight.
Yes.
McGregor versus Nate Diaz, so that should be a fun little one. Misha Tate versus Holly Holm for the bantamweight title, women's bantamweight title, so that's going to be a good one. But I don't know if you guys saw some other UFC stuff, because, like, you know, since McGregor's fighting, you know, they always like to do a lot of other big UFC stuff. And go watch the UFC Unstoppable press conference.
I heard it was good.
That shit's hilarious, man. John Jones and Daniel Cormier just go at it, like, word for word. They just hate on each other the whole damn time. Joanna Jędrzejczyk showed some personality that I didn't think I was going to see for her. Wyman and Rockhold were just, like, awkward. It was like two nerdy white dudes fighting about something. I don't know what the fuck they were fighting about. Demetrius Johnson did not get asked one question, you know, at all whatsoever. Like, Henry Cejudo got a random question answered to him. That's his challenger. And Demetrius Johnson didn't get one question thrown his way. They were just,
Poor
yeah, fuck you,
Demetrius.
Mighty Mice. We don't care. So that was pretty much the Unstoppable press conference. Was like, it was pretty much just a bunch of guys shit talking to each other. It was absolutely hilarious. And some of the comebacks were really good. Like, Daniel Cormier was playing like the greatest like heel I've ever seen in my life. Like, he was healing it up big time. He was like, you guys are proud of John Jones for being sober for 5 months, but I've been sober my whole life. I've done this my whole life. Why don't you guys cheer me? That was great, dude. Like, I was surprised that Cormier was getting booed out of the building, because, like, I follow MMA, but not as hardcore as I used to. Like, I used to be a hardcore follower of MMA, but I don't follow it hardcore like I used to. But Daniel Cormier was just getting, like, booed out of the building. I was like, what did Daniel do recently where he, like, is getting so much hate? So I'm kind of curious. So if you guys are MMA fans listening to this, definitely let me know what Daniel Cormier did, because I don't know what he did.
Yeah, I think it's due to John Jones coming back, and with him now having his sights on the title, and you know the history between Cormier and John. I think it's a lot of brewing. You know how people love John Jones, how he's a great fighter, and you know how people are going to go back to John Jones now with Daniel Cormier as the lightweight. So people expect John Jones to take it. So I think that's why the hate is on him a lot.
Yeah, I think so too.
Mhm.
So
Mhm.
we'll have to wait and see what's going on with the UFC. They have like a bunch of events, but I don't really get excited for UFC events that much anymore, because the reason being is every time I get excited for something, someone gets injured on the event card. It's like these fighters don't know how to keep their bodies healthy or something. They all
No.
just get fucking injured. They
You
always
know
just
what
get
kind of
hurt.
excited me? They announced that UFC Ottawa, Davey Wonderboy Thompson versus
McDonald.
yeah, Roy McDonald. Oh, fucking can't wait, man. Fucking can't wait.
Yeah, that fight's gonna be insane, but like that's all the way in June, and who knows? Like,
Yeah.
Rory could get hurt. Stevie, well, I don't know. Wonder Boy's been really good as of late, from what I can tell. Like,
Mhm.
from what I know from all his fights, that he hasn't pulled out from any of them from injuries. Neither has Rory, but yeah, we'll have to
Yeah.
wait. That's not
And
not
they
until June. Like, by that time,
yeah.
like, something crazy might happen, like a meteor or something.
Mhm.
I might be going to the 199, the Forum show. They're having a show in the Forum. I don't know why guys are now going to the Forum. It's crazy. Like, a lot of sporting events are going to the Forum lately. So that's,
Really?
yeah, it's pretty cool. I like it, but I don't know why the Forum. But yeah, the Faber versus Dominic Cruz, and that
Yeah.
was like the worst trash talk of the night. Like, Faber's just so awkward when he's trying to talk trash. Like, his trash talk is not clever or anything like that. Dominic Cruz, he just doesn't let the other person talk. Like, he just talks over someone. So his trash talk just kind of gets lost in the shuffle of what everyone else is trying to say about him. So, really, to be honest, I might go to that one, and then also Weidman versus Rockhold too, the two nerdy
Yeah,
white
that should
guys
be
fighting
good.
for the title. So, yeah,
And you know,
UFC.
and then I also heard if McGregor was to win against Diaz, which I'm kind of assuming he might win. They said Dana said that he might go for Lawler, and I'm just laughing like, you serious? McGregor going against Lawler? You would get your ass beat, man.
I know. I don't know why. I wouldn't want to fuck with Robbie Lawler. That's like the one dude I would not want to fuck with.
No.
I want to get in the UFC. So. All right, Weston. What are your thoughts on some of the UFC stuff?
I'm a casual fan at best, so I'm just like listening. But I know that Bellator's hyping up Kimbo Slice's next opponent.
Who's fighting?
Well, they don't know that. They're just like, oh, who's Kimbo Slice fighting next?
Dada 5000 just came out of the hospital, so.
Oh, that's good for him. There was another fight that they were promoting for this Unstoppable event. I forgot what the main event was. I think it's Bergamatov versus Tony Ferguson. It's like a Fox card show. And then they're like, oh yeah, and then the co-main event we have Rashad Evans versus Shogun Hua and Dan Henderson versus Lyoto Machida. I'm like, where the fuck is Hendo, Lyoto, Rashad, and Shogun? Like, what the fuck? Like, man, these are like top line talents. All these are former champions in their own perspective, in their own right. Like, 3 out of the 4 dudes over there have 1 former UFC gold. Why are these guys are not up the card? Like, at least Rashad, just for him to just kind of talk shit in the middle. Like, he would have been a great middleman for John Jones and Daniel Cormier and stuff like that. But yeah, man, it's fucking insane. It just kind of just like said like, oh yeah, and we have all these crazy light heavyweight battles that would have been cool in 2013 and stuff. So I'm like, god damn. But anyways, guys, we're gonna now get to your guys' questions and stuff like that. You guys can leave questions inside the chat box. The chat box is to the left or the right of the screen. I forgot which one it is. And Twitter at ChaseOliver68. What up, Cody Ray? How's it going, my man? Hope everything's good your Saturday. Cody, are you watching the UFC tonight? Let us know in the chat box. Double A Star, our girl, asks, do you guys see WWE doing a type of heel turn for Reigns like they did at WrestleMania 17 with Stone Cold and Vince? Nah, I don't see it.
What I kind of see it. That's some stupid shit they will pull, man. Because you know how Roman Reigns is getting heat right now, which is dumb.
They're just gonna cheer it. They're just gonna cheer it when he like starts.
Exactly, that's what I'm saying. So it would just be stupid for him to turn heel. Just make him a badass. Just make him a badass. That's all they gotta do. Turning him will be dumb. And why would you turn him against Triple H when Triple H spent all these months tearing him down? Wouldn't it make sense for the story? It would not.
Yeah, they would turn him heel though, but like I just don't see the interest in Roman Reigns as a heel. Like maybe like a tweener badass, just kind of like
tweener.
Who just comes out who just doesn't give a fuck. He'll punch anyone in the mouth type of person.
Yeah, like Goldberg, something like that.
Yeah, but like Reigns being a full blown heel, wearing the suit, trying to cut heel promos. I don't know. I just find it so fucking awkward. Like it doesn't fit Roman Reigns' character or anything like that. I don't think he can pull off the flashy clothes like The Rock did when he was a heel and stuff like that. Nor do I think he has a personality to carry himself as a heel. Like I think like his personality will shine a little bit better when he's a heel, but I don't think he has enough to carry him throughout a whole heel run at all. So I don't see Roman Reigns turning heel at WrestleMania 17.
Really, Reigns in a suit and sunglasses. And walking, strutting with the time.
I can see the sunglasses. I can see him wearing one of his stupid T-shirts, like it's like who is that, and he's wearing sunglasses. I can see that. Maybe like start putting his hair in like a weird ponytail or something. I don't know. But that's like when you know he's a heel because he starts putting his hair in a ponytail. It's like who could like a guy that puts his hair in a ponytail?
Who's the heel that put on a ponytail?
Triple H did. Triple H had the ponytail a lot.
Oh, okay, Triple H.
Yeah, when he was like Evolution Triple H, where he dyed his hair like fucking blonde as hell, and he would always put it in a ponytail. What Triple H always used to do back in the day.
Oh, okay.
And yeah, WWE's not gonna do that. First off, they're not smart enough to do something like that, and the second of all, because I don't. It's just so like random. It would be just random.
It'll just be too out of left field. Like,
yeah. I wouldn't like it either, because it wouldn't make sense. Like, why would he turn? Like, why will he align Triple H when Triple H's been month after month after month trying to take Roman Reigns down, and him at the Royal Rumble taking away his title? So what? It wouldn't make sense. It'll be anticlimactic too.
It's not like the narrative like that Austin and Rock was painting for 17. Because remember, Stone Cold Steve Austin was like, "Oh, I need to win this match. Like, this is a match I need to win, so I can't lose this match." And so it made sense why Stone Cold did what he did, even though it pissed people off. It made sense because Stone Cold even said it. He has to win this match. This match is the most important thing. It's not like Reigns is like going out there saying like, "I'll do whatever it takes to win," blah blah blah. So unless they pull that narrative, but I wonder, are they going to give Roman Reigns the nose mask, the nose guard? The
like
nose
Cody
mask.
Rhodes, kinda.
Yeah, like Cody Rhodes or anything like that, because like if he has a broken nose, he has to sell it, man. You got to have that nose protector.
Oh, yeah, true. There's also conspiracy theories that The Rock might get involved, and that's the time when Reigns, like, let's say Triple H wins, and then Reigns turns on The Rock, then aligns with Triple H, which would be very anticlimactic, in my opinion.
Yeah, and I do gotta say we need to get Roman Reigns some new in-ring gear because part of the reason why he's hated it because he does come off like he's using the Shield gimmick to get over.
Yeah, I thought the only dude that would have, like, if you would have told me the guy that would still be rocking the Shield gear and the Shield gimmick.
That would be Seth.
Oh yeah, I said it was gonna be Seth Rollins. They're like Seth Rollins would have still been the dude wearing the Shield gear, coming out with the SWAT jacket, and still coming through the crowd and stuff like that. But no, it's still Roman Reigns. Yeah, he's like the Shield theme is pretty much Roman Reigns' theme and stuff like that. So like if they change it up a bit, like they pretty much just grabbed the Shield theme, added an underwater effect. That's Roman Reigns' theme. Like that's pretty much it. It sounds exactly the freaking same. And it's like, yeah, I agree. Maybe a gear change is needed for Roman Reigns. Like I don't know what you would change him to. But maybe stop wearing like black SWAT vests.
Yeah.
Maybe wear a different color or something. I don't know.
Put a little bit of color.
But maybe it will just help out a bit. So who knows? We'll have to wait and see.
And don't cut the hair. And do not cut that hair, man.
Oh yeah, that's when you know WWE fucked up with Roman Reigns when they tell him to cut the hair. That's the end of Roman Reigns for a lot of people when his hair is all cut.
And the Fabio of WWE.
So Cody Ray says Roman Reigns needs to do less promos and do in-ring action. He needs to quit that face where he makes like he's trying to do The Rock's eyebrow. And he says The Rock should not get involved. Well, the problem is, Cody Ray, Roman Reigns is all about the family, and Rock is family. So there you have it there, my friend. Double A Star asks, Aisha, did you finish Gossip Girl? And if you did, what were your thoughts on the whole series?
I did. I just finished it 2 days ago. Thank God my sister's not here. She's at the mall. But Diana is Gossip Girl. Knew it all along. And I guess at the same time it makes sense and it doesn't make sense. And really,
they're all okay with it. They're just like,
exactly.
Serena's like, oh, damn, it was a great love letter to me.
I was like, what?
I don't care.
All the lies and schemes that he did just to get close to you? Alright. Oh, yeah, and yes, F Bart Bass for freaking faking his death. Thank God he got killed.
Dude, Bart Bass had, like, the greatest heel turn ever, dude. Like, I thought that was Chuck's mom and stuff. I was like, oh, my God, dude, she donated blood, and then she revealed the truth that Bart Bass was still alive. I was like, the fuck did just happen?
What?
I was so, like my mind was blown. But no, the number one heel in Gossip Girl was I forgot the black guy's name. He played Chauncey.
Russell?
Yeah, Russell. Russell was the number one heel, dude. He burnt down the building, killed his wife and stuff like that. Try to play it off that Bart did it, even though he knew he did it the whole time, man. And then, he was a great heel, man.
Thank God his daughter found out, man. I felt bad for her. And Nate and Chuck telling her that your father is evil, and she didn't want to believe it until Thorpe had to kidnap Blair in the building, and he was about to burn down the building. And thank God, Chuck.
Well, he was an idiot near the end. Like, why the fuck did you not take away her cell phone? Like, if you're gonna kidnap her, throw away that goddamn cell phone. Like, you know this bitch is on it all the time. Why the fuck are you not taking away the cell phone?
We're smart.
Like you're just like, oh yeah, like she could just call someone at any time. Maybe I should throw this away. Yeah, I remember seeing him. I was like, oh, it's Chauncey from the game. So yeah. So.
It's great, Weston. You should watch it. Well,
Gossip Girl's the shit, dude.
Yeah.
Don't appreciate.
I'm about to finish Fuller House, so maybe after that.
oh yeah, I gotta watch it. Everybody,
Hey, did you watch the wrestling episode yet, Weston? Of Fuller House?
Oh yeah, it was very funny.
I gotta watch it. I gotta watch it. Wait.
What you think of the work rate of DJ Tanner? Do you think she could make Divas
It was awesome, man. She's like the female version of Adrian Neville.
Sounds great, man. I'm gonna start watching it tomorrow.
I marked out when she pulled out the Hurricanrana, man.
I like Fuller House. Like the only thing I don't like about Fuller House is the stupid catchphrase that her like middle son says, where he goes, "Holy chalupas." I think that's like the dumbest thing I've ever. Like that's like something like that's so 90s. Like no. Like try to think of something more modern. Like holy chalupas. I'm not gonna ever say that. I don't think I would want my kids to say that. So I'm just like, gosh, dang, man. Just think of something something a little bit better. But they do a good job. It feels like Full House.
Yeah, I kept hearing people saying it's really good. And right now, just yesterday, I was starting my binge watch on Orange is the New Black. I know I'm kind of late, but
Orange is the New Black is pretty bomb. Yeah,
I'm
Orange is the New Black thing.
Gossip Girl was a chore, man. Watching all those seasons, but it was worth it. It was worth it. It was really good.
It was worth it. It's worth it. It's one of those shows where you don't regret. The thing about Gossip Girl that I will say is this, though. You have to take time before you can go back and rewatch it. Like, it's not one of those shows that I can immediately like. I would go back and rewatch Gossip Girl just to see if any of the shit made sense that Dan was revealed as Gossip Girl. Like that's what I would do and stuff like that. But other than that, nothing else. So
yeah. But hey, they had their dumb moments with that whole storyline with Ben, Juliet, and Serena. I'm sorry, that was dumb.
Yeah, no. See, that was start of season 4, right?
Yeah, that was season 4.
Yeah, start of season 4 is insane, but then afterwards the payoff is kind of lame. It was like a great story. It was like the great storyline. It was like the Nexus evading, and then all of a sudden, like the Nexus got buried.
Oh yeah, and I know Chase, what you were talking about when Blair put all the money in to help Chuck. That was awesome.
I'm all in, dude. That's my favorite scene, dude. She's all because like this whole time Chuck's been doing fucking everything for her and stuff like that, and then Blair finally says, "You know what? You've done everything for me. Now it's my turn. I'm all in." I was like, "Fuck yes, dude!" Like I'm so happy I have Netflix and stuff like that. I could just start season 6 because if I was watching Gossip Girl live and that ended season 5, fuck man, I would not be able to wait. I would be like, no, fuck this. Like, this is insane.
Oh yeah, and you got a nice kid.
Oh yeah. Question number 3. Oh my God, what is going on? Holy shit.
What the hell?
Weston, what's going on?
You got an earthquake? Is there a tornado?
Nothing, just continue.
What, Weston? Oh my God, Weston, fix your microphone. So loud, it's hurting my ears.
Yeah, me too. Oh, got plugged up.
All right, so. Oh, you're fine, Aisha. There's no echo. You can leave it off if you want. It's not
I was plugging in my charger.
No, I was all like, "There's no echo. It's good." Question number 3 from Double A Stardust. Thoughts on going into UFC 196? I'm excited for the card. The undercard is kind of like, like it's nothing special, that undercard, but the two hyped fights are really, really interesting. I think Miesha Tate and Holly Holm is going to be a good one. I think I can see this one going all 5 rounds, in my personal opinion.
Sure.
So I think this is going to be the first ever decision victory for a women's bantamweight champion. I'm going to be dead honest here. Besides the Ronda Rousey fight, I'm not really too familiar with a lot of what Holly Holm does. I wish I could come on here and I know what she's done as a boxer. Like, I've seen some of her boxing stuff and whatnot. But as a mixed martial artist, I've only really seen the Ronda fight and another fight she had in her career.
She haven't fought that many. I think she fought Raquel. I know what she is, but her name is Raquel.
Yeah. Raquel's fighting. I think Raquel's fighting on the next card or something like that.
And I think that was the only fight she had.
I'm just not familiar with too much of Holly Holm's stuff, so like keep in mind, like if when I talk about Misha Tate and Holly Holm, it's mostly like what I know of Misha Tate because I've seen a lot more Misha Tate than I have of Holly Holm. And Misha Tate and Holly Holm, really, to be honest, like Misha could win this fight. Like I think a lot of people are sleeping on Misha because I feel like Misha likes this fight a little bit more. Holly Holm is still kind of a mystery of what she can do on the ground. Like that's for sure. Like we don't know what Holly Holm is going to do like on the ground. She did manage to escape Ronda Rousey's ground game, but I felt like Ronda Rousey wasn't pressuring her ground game a lot. Like I felt Ronda Rousey was trying to prove that she could strike with her, which was like one of the dumbest things. But I think Misha Tate will actually put the pressure and start smothering her in this fight. I think it's going to be a close one though, for sure. I can see Misha winning for sure. Like I'm not going to count Misha out. Oh my God! Holy crap! That scared the fuck out of me. Mid-sentence, and I get scared the fuck out of. Yeah, but what's it called? Yeah, it's better. So, anyways, as I was saying with the Misha Tate, like I can see Misha Tate winning this fight for sure. I can see her controlling this whole fight. She's been in championship fights before. She's a former Strikeforce champion in her own right. I won't be surprised if Misha Tate somehow gets the quote-unquote upset, even though I think this fight's a little bit more even and stuff like that. So I won't be surprised if Misha Tate wins a close decision at all.
If they keep it on. If they keep it stand up, then yeah, Holly Holm will take it, like no doubt. But they keep it on the ground, kind of questionable because Misha Tate, she's very strong on the ground. So
yeah, Misha Tate's a little bit more overall well balanced. Yeah, but if she gets caught up in playing into Holly Holm's game, like Misha Tate has a chin, she can take her shots. Like she's one of those girls that's not afraid to go out there and bang. But like this is like one of those fights where it's like, if you take enough clean shots to the head, you need to freaking say, God dang it, I got to go take down this girl and try to smother her for a bit because I'm not going to last long in this fight. Because if she starts going into the later rounds and they're going into those striking exchanges, Holly Holm, if she gets smothered just even a bit, like a huge part of the rounds, boom, it can help Misha Tate like a whole difference. It can make the fight a whole difference and stuff like that.
You know, people said that this should have main evented the pay-per-view, but it's like, McGregor versus Diaz is
that's like main eventing Demetrius Johnson over like an Anderson Silva fight. No, that's just stupid.
No.
Why would anyone do that? But as for McGregor versus Diaz, I'm going to give the edge to McGregor here just for a bit. Both of these fighters are very similar to me in how they fight. McGregor's just a little bit more quicker with his strikes, while Diaz is a little bit more technical. So both of these guys are gonna put on a good showcase for sure. But I just feel like Diaz, with the short time that he's had, may hurt him a little bit. But I won't be surprised if Nate wins because really, to be honest, we've all said it on here. Minus Jose, Conor hasn't really fought like anyone at the top of their game. Like Jose Aldo is literally the only guy he fought at the top of his game. But then again, you have the Aldo defenders saying that, well, Jose was gone from the cage for 2 years and stuff like that. So there's that ring rust. But then we have Dominic Cruz, who's also been gone from the cage for 2 years, and he won the bantamweight title. So I don't know what you want to say about octagon rust or anything like that. But really, to be honest, it's like McGregor beat Chad Mendes when Chad Mendes only had like a week and a half of a training camp. He beat a bunch of bums to reach to the top of the UFC, and now he's facing a Nate Diaz. But this one is a little bit different because Diaz didn't have to make a weight cut, so maybe that's a huge difference in this fight, and maybe Nate Diaz will win this fight. I'm looking forward to it. I think Uncle Dana's praying that Conor wins because if Conor loses, oh man, dude, the shit that guy's gonna have to absorb, not gonna be. It's gonna be funny to me. But it's not going to be good for him, you know.
I know.
He
wants his golden boy at UFC 200, so.
Yeah, if Conor loses, man, it's like, oh god dang, dude. It'll be bad for Dana White, man. He put his eggs in the Conor McGregor basket. He's not getting. It's like the only thing that he has left is hopefully John Jones and DC keep up the shit they're doing.
And Sage
That's all he has left. Huh?
And Sage Northcutt.
Oh yeah, I'd say Northcutt, but
I'm actually going to make a bold prediction for the Misha Tate and Holly Holmes fight. This is coming from a casual fan's perspective, but I think this is going to be kind of accurate. Misha Tate is going to submit Holly Holmes.
I can see it. I can definitely see it. Misha Tate has a nice rear naked choke on her, so I can see it. All right, we're gonna jump to some YouTube questions. Double A Star, it seems that you're doing Twitter right now, so tweet away as many questions as possible, my friend. Redwell316 asks, what did you think of Randy Orton's old theme song, "Burning My Lights"? It's one of the greatest heel theme songs of all time.
Just to me.
Nothing you can say. Gonna take what's mine. I'm burning inside my mind. Like, that's one of the greatest heel theme songs of all time. "Burning My Lights." Like, are you kidding me? Great shit by Randy. I heard Randy Orton hated that theme. Like, there's reports that Randy Orton didn't like that theme. How did he not like that theme? That theme was like
theme,
so,
man.
that was so Randy Orton. I just pictured him always doing the Orton pose as that song was playing in the background. Like, it's great shit. I love that theme song.
Burning my life.
Hey,
No.
nothing.
That's my favorite theme song of all time.
I've heard people say that's their like favorite theme song of all time. It's a great theme. It's not a bad one whatsoever. It's really good. It's some good stuff to it. And so, Joe Juicy asks, what if Garbage Man showed up at your house naked, wanting to fuck you, and then broke your window trying to fuck you? Well, he wouldn't be able to do that because I'll have like mouse traps in my room because I just have mouse traps in my room just in case if a rat's there. So he'll probably step on the rat traps. Hopefully his dick gets caught in one of them, and then I can just kick him in the face. So there you go.
Oh, breaking news! Breaking news! Ric Flair will induct Sting into the Hall of Fame.
Is that really breaking news? I thought that was like common knowledge. I thought people knew this. I thought people knew this already. Like,
I didn't know.
I thought this was like common knowledge that Sting was going to get inducted by Ric Flair.
Oh, no, I just found out.
All right, RedWolf316 is asking, which was worst, Dragon Ball GT or Dragon Ball Evolution? GT never happened, so I don't know what this Dragon Ball GT is. I don't. That's just disgusting that I'm even trying to decide which one of these pieces of trash is worse. But as bad as Dragon Ball Evolution was, and it really, really made Dragon Ball look like a joke, GT went on for like 49, 60 episodes, and all of them were just complete trash. You know what? I'll say this. The only episode that's not trash is a Super Android 17 episode. Other than that, the rest of the shit is trash. Sure, Dragon Ball Evolution is a terrible movie, one of the worst movies you will ever see, and fucks up Dragon Ball lore, but it's okay, because we have Dragon Ball to make up for it. We have a whole series to just forget about Dragon Ball Evolution. GT tried to add another story that Akira Toriyama retconned from the universe. That's pretty bad if you ask me, so I gotta say Dragon Ball GT, in my humble opinion. You guys don't need to answer this one. That was a Dragon Ball question that I had to handle. Well, Weston, what is worse to What was worse to you?
I'm gonna go ahead and pick Dragon Ball Evolution just because of the hot chick.
No.
That's the only thing.
But which was worse, GT or Evolution?
GT.
Yeah, 100% it's GT, right?
Yeah.
I mean, like, way too many episodes, and it made Goku into a kid, or what the fuck? Stupid.
I know. It was just a bunch of throw up everywhere.
It was just, like, oh my god. No, I'll give GT one thing. They had good entrance themes. The Japanese version, the openings. Oh god, that's how you know I'm a wrestling fan. I call openings to TV show entrance themes. I'm like, they have good. No, they had good openings, like the Japanese, not the American version where they're all rapping like "Step into the Grand Tour GT." So yeah. Rebecca Olsen asked, "Did you watch Jessica Jones on Netflix?" Yeah, Jessica Jones I did watch, mainly
Jessica
because
Jones.
it's the Marvel. It's Marvel.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, it's a Marvel thing. It's related to Daredevil and stuff. You kind of have to watch Daredevil first before you watch Jessica Jones, so you can kind of get an idea what some of the plot's about and stuff like that. But yeah, Jessica Jones it was good. It wasn't anything too spectacular. The villain, it's funny, all these like Marvel Netflix shows, the villains are better than the heroes. Kingpin was awesome in Daredevil, and the villain in this one, I forgot the name, was better than was better than freaking Jessica Jones, in my opinion. He was cool. I'm not gonna spoil what this guy did or anything like that, but he was pretty cool. But it's a really really crazy show. If you're into more of a supernatural superhero show, you will definitely like that one. And what I mean by supernatural, like a lot more not scarier shit, but a lot more crazier shit happens in this one than compared to Daredevil. But yeah. What if Roman Reigns if Jay Walker asked this, what if Roman Reigns learned how to do a corkscrew moonsault? Should he name it "Fuck You Smarks"? Roman Reigns would corkscrew moonsault. Holy, dude, the "Fuck You Smarks." Oh, it's the FUS by Roman Reigns. The Fatu Ultimate Secret Moggle. It's the Fatu Ultimate.
Believe that. Smarks.
No, it's "Fuck You Smarks." That's what the FUS stands for, not the Fatu Ultimate Secret. It's Rikishi's secret move that he never did, and he taught it to his nephew Roman Reigns.
He's like, ooh, FUS.
You know what's weird? I thought the "fuck you Smarks" moment for Roman was when he jumped over the ropes.
Oh yeah, and he cleared it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, that is a fucking Smarks moment because like everyone's like he's not athletic enough. He can't fly. He just cleared the ropes better than the Usos, who look like they're gonna trip over every time they clear. Every time the Usos do the flying Uso Moggle, they trip over the ropes. So
Yeah.
like, I don't know what this whole Roman Reigns is an athletic thing.
He played football, guys. He's athletic, man. Everybody in that damn company is athletic, except for Paul Heyman.
Rebecca Olsen, your second question, my friend. I will say I agree with you on the one thing, but I cannot read it because Aisha has not watched Fuller House yet. So I do not want to spoil a major Fuller House thing for her. So
You know what? No, I'm gonna take my earphones off and you.
all right, I'll give you a thumbs up when we're done.
All right, thumbs up.
All right. Rebecca Olsen, who did you think DJ should have ended up with? Oh, wait. You're not even there yet either, huh, Weston?
What?
DJ and who she's, like, fucking and everything like that? And Fuller House. Okay, Weston froze. So I'm just going to go answer this one. Who do you think DJ Fuller should have ended up with, Matt or Steve? I thought she should have been with Matt. Steve is ugly now. Look. Steve was the high school love. Steve, you know, is easier to fit in. Okay, I get it. Steve doesn't have the great set of hair that he had in the '90s, but Steve is still a fucking man. So you know what? I am fine that DJ's with Steve. Matt, I don't know. I just wasn't feeling it. He looked too perfect. If you get what I'm saying, Matt was too perfect. Steve, he's like the perfect blend. Okay, Steve is the perfect blend, and he's humorous and he's funny like DJ, so it works for me. All right, Weston, thumbs up. Fuller House stuff is over. We're done talking about spoilers. So
Okay, awesome.
I had to answer the question. So
Yeah, it's fun.
all right, because I don't want to let Rebecca Olsen down. She asked a lot of questions, so
Yeah, why
I
not?
don't want to act like I was ignoring it. Cody Ray asks, have you seen the new Ghostbusters trailers? If you have, what's your thoughts on it? No, I haven't.
No, I haven't either.
What I would do is if there was something interesting like this, I would do a live reaction of it. But last time I did live reactions to videos, that didn't turn out well for my channel. So I'll watch it later, Cody Ray, and I'll check it out. I don't know what the initial feedback is on this Ghostbusters trailer. I don't know if it's good or bad. I'm not really the biggest Ghostbusters guy in the world, not going to lie. But I'm kind of interested to see what this one's all about because I've been hearing a lot about this Ghostbusters.
I've seen it, and it's very disappointing. Like, whoever made this movie clearly does not understand Ghostbusters. Like, because Ghostbusters is like a serious, scary movie mixed with a little bit of comedy. And whoever made this movie clearly is going straight for nothing but comedy. And it has the whole cast of Bridesmaids pretty much doing the movie.
so it's Bridesmaids doing Ghostbusters?
Yeah, pretty much.
Bridesmaid. How many Bridesmaids are there? There's like only 2, right?
Yeah, I think so.
Bridesmaids 3 featuring Ghostbusters. How about that? Yeah, because I heard they were doing an all-girl team, so I was I was interested in who they would cast, but looks like they were going to cast the people I knew they were going to cast, the bridesmaid girls. So the real heel asked, "What if Shawn Michaels joined WCW during the Monday Night Wars?" Oh God,
Ooh, that would been bad.
we would have gotten Hulk Hogan and Michaels earlier. Oh, that would have been great. Could you imagine a WCW pay-per-view main eventing with Shawn Michaels being a little bitch boy in it? Great.
Walking all around the ring.
That would be Vince's ultimate sabotage in WCW. You want Shawn? You can have Shawn, damn it. And then later on, Shawn Michaels just freaking no-sells all of Hogan's stuff because he's pissed off that Hogan's not doing the job to him, brother. But if Shawn would have joined WCW in a serious note during the Monday Night Wars, I don't think like he would have been a big impact. Like, sure, he was cool with Kevin Nash. Sure, he was cool with Scott Hall. He would have found a way to wriggle his way in the NWO. But I just feel like WCW would have just done too much stupid shit with him. Like, because let's see, Shawn would have joined probably, let's say, after 98, he lost the belt to Austin. He takes a little bit while to sell that he is actually injured and retired and he lost his smile and everything like that again. And then he comes back in like probably late 98, maybe 99 to WCW. I don't know if that would really help WCW, if any, because that's when WCW booking started to get kind of bad. And he might have been like part of NWO like Wolfpack or something like that at that time. And it just wouldn't have helped Shawn Michaels. So I don't think Shawn Michaels joining WCW would have done anything at that moment of time, in my personal opinion. Now, if like Shawn joined in like '97, like him and Brett planned the screw job and everything like that, and then later on, he just went on to join WCW with Bret Hart, then that would have been a different story. But going based off realistic timeline, I don't think he would have done anything whatsoever.
I know that's what I was about to point out. WCW would have been stupid not to continue the Montreal screw job if they would have got Shawn.
Oh yeah, true.
For the brand, yeah.
Well, I feel like Shawn would be a booker like a Ric Flair.
I don't think he would have been good.
He'll be like a 18-time world champion.
Yeah, and plus it would have been another case of, oh, he's just booking his friends to win.
Yeah.
That's just how it is. Hey man, click one.
Yeah.
Jake Loomis asks, "Is it sad that the DBZ writers buried Gohan?" Yes, that is like the worst burial of all fucking time. You know, if you guys don't know, you can relate so many things that you watch on TV to professional wrestling. Like sometimes I'll like jokingly when I'm watching a TV show, I'm being like, man, dude, what happened to the push this guy was getting? He was getting a major push, and then they kind of just treated him on the wayside. Like I've done that before watching TV shows. It's actually really funny and humorous when you think about it, when you do it, because you can relate it to professional wrestling in so many ways and stuff like that. But like Gohan had like the ultimate push. Like Gohan was like the jobber bitch at one point. Like he was just Goku's kid that was crying. But the thing about it was Gohan had this mysterious power. Every arc, Gohan would go berserk, and it would just be like he would be able to step up to the main villain, and he would be able to take him on. He wasn't good enough to beat the ultimate heel, but at the end of the day, he was still that babyface that put on that good match that we all remember. So at the Cell Games arc, when Gohan finally goes berserk, man, he becomes Super Saiyan 2, and he literally becomes like the babyface no one can touch. You want to talk about John Cena and Roman Reigns and all these other past babyfaces being untouchable. Gohan did not even sell any of Cell's offense. Cell had a Kamehameha that was going to blow up the earth, and Gohan, all he did was stand there, grab that shit, threw it back to him, and freaking like destroyed half of the moon. Gohan was no selling shit at that time. He was the ultimate badass. It was great. I mean, the Gohan and Cell fight is really boring if you look at it because it's just Gohan, like, jobbing out Cell. But at the end of the day, it was so much fucking bullshit because this guy was like, christened as the greatest DBZ character, strongest DBZ character of all time. And then we go 7 years in the future, and this dude's like the biggest bitch of all time. Can't pick up any chicks. He doesn't know how to hit on girls in the first place. And then also, he's wearing the Great Saiyan Man gimmick because he can't go Super Saiyan because people are going to realize that's going to be him or whatever. It was just all stupid, and they just powered him down to the point where it's just like he wasn't even worth our time, man. Like Goku gets another power up. Why does Goku need another push? You push Goku enough. Fucking Gohan got buried, man. It was a shame. Damn shame.
Goku. Oh, Goku.
Yeah.
What are your thoughts, Weston, about Gohan getting buried?
Yeah, you said it all, man. And leave it up to Goku to bury the whole entire Dragon Ball Z roster.
Of course. You always,
Yeah.
you always bury the Dragon Ball Z roster, man. This motherfucker always, he's the John Cena of Dragon Ball.
Don't see.
Like, Vegeta's like, he's kind of like Randy Orton in a way.
What
But,
about
like,
Frieza?
Frieza's like freaking like,
Triple H?
oh no, not even, dude. Triple H doesn't even exist in the DBZ universe. No villain is like Triple H status of villain. Like, I can't even know what to name Frieza if he was a heel wrestler right now. Like, it's really hard to say. But
Mm-hmm.
I'm just saying, man. Like, Goku never put anyone over. Goku would, like, they would make, like, Goku would give like that friendly rub, like, and stuff like that. But you all knew they were gonna just grab the Dragon Balls, wish him back to life, anyways, and whatever. So fuck it. So yeah. Yeah, Dragon Ball Z always fucking pushed Goku. They didn't want to push anyone else. They would try to push a character. They'll try to like Vegeta. He was evil. He was like a heel, and then he turned babyface at the last minute, blows up his entire body to stop Majin Buu. But Majin Buu just reforms anyway, so fuck it. Like, fuck you, Vegeta. Your ultimate sacrifice meant nothing. Like, that's the way to bury someone.
Vegeta's so Randy Orton because he's trying so hard to be stronger than Goku, but he just can't.
You just can't. They always have, like, every season, Vegeta has that depressing monologue, how he's not stronger than Kakarot. Kakarot is too strong and everything like that. It's like, the fuck? Like, come on, cuh. Give Vegeta.
Come on, cuz.
Yeah, come on, cuh. Give him
Yo,
love.
yo, Chase, every time you say, come on, cuz, man, I just love it, man. It's like a catchphrase.
I say it all the time. Like, I started saying, I used to say cuh a lot, like around like 2012 and stuff. I'm like, all right, cuh, and everything like that. But then like I stopped saying it. I just didn't say it all that much. And then later on, at my old job, because if you guys don't know, got unemployed because the place closed down. We were saying bro. We're like, yeah, bro. And then my manager goes, oh my god, if any of you guys say bro one more time, I'm kicking you out of my restaurant. And I'm like, come on, cuh. And then I just was like, cuh. I'm like, yeah, that's right, cuh. We can't say bro, we'll say cuh instead, cuh.
Cuh? Like, are you saying cousin or cuz
Yeah,
or
cousin,
cuh?
yeah, cousin.
Oh,
cousin.
okay.
Cuh.
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 Cuh. Come on, cuh.
Let's go, cuh. All right, so yeah, let's see. Jake Lewis asked, what did you think of Reverend D-Bomb back in 2002? That was funny and entertaining. I like D-Bomb being the Reverend. Yeah, I heard it made him extra money, so that's good for
yeah,
him.
that's good.
But it was cool. It was
Yeah,
cool.
it was fun.
I don't really have too much thoughts and detail about it. I mean, it did bring in Deacon Batista. Like, that was pretty funny. Deacon Batista, but yeah, so that's all I can really say about Reverend D-Von. Cody Ray asks, WCW would be in the NWO and probably turn him back to feud with Nash and Hall. Oh, yeah, definitely for Shawn Michaels. The Gochi Man asks, is Shane McMahon really going to change WWE?
He could.
Maybe. Let's not forget, you know, even if Shane does get some power, the main man with all the power is still Vincent Kennedy McMahon. So that's the truth no matter what. Like, Shane can get whatever control he gets, like storyline, real life, whatever. It doesn't matter because the man who still calls the final shots in the world is the HINC Vince McMahon himself. So there you go. So I don't know. Cody Ray asks, what did you think of the Mr. America gimmick? Oh, I loved it, dude. Mr. America was great. He wasn't Hulk Hogan. I don't know why people are saying it was just Hulk Hogan. Mr. America wasn't Hulk Hogan to me. Sure, they were very similar and everything like that, but Mr. America wasn't Hulk Hogan. I don't get where these fans start drawing these parallels. They were two different wrestlers.
Yeah, they're two different people.
I'm sure, like, underneath the mask, he may have looked like Hulk Hogan a bit, but he like, you know, identical twins. Like, you always find people that look like you were in this world. So Yeah, you know what? Mr. America and Hulk Hogan weren't the same people. I still believe that to this day. Great fucking shit, though. I love Mr. America. Buster, are you back with us full time, or is the tablet still messing up?
Nah, probably full time.
It is that background.
Yeah, but even if it does, though, I know how to fix it to the point where everything refreshes. So.
All right, nice. All right, let's get to Double A Stars question. Double A Stars asks, thoughts on Ken Shamrock's WWE run? A very underappreciated run by a lot of wrestling fans.
Very.
Ken Shamrock was humorous to watch in a good way. Like they booked Ken Shamrock in a great way, where he was like sometimes so over aggressive that he would lose matches because he was too aggressive afterwards. He was a good character. Was he a guy that could have won the WWE title? No, not necessarily, especially at that time. But let's say if he stuck around like 2002, 2003, I'm pretty sure there would have been those Ken Shamrock fans coming out of the womb and saying that they want Ken Shamrock to be world champion.
This guy was great to watch. His in-ring ability, I mean, him at promos, yeah, they're okay, but man, he was so entertaining to watch. And him, when he lose matches, he would just go crazy and just beat up everybody. Oh man, I love Ken Shamrock, man. Could have had a future, but you know, MMA was always his bread and butter, so.
Yeah, Ken Shamrock is awesome and very underrated. And I always said that one of the greatest matches that we got robbed of as wrestling fans, especially at a WrestleMania, is Ken Shamrock versus Kurt Angle.
Oh yeah, that would have been great.
Oh yes. Oh, one of my favorite matches, Ken Shamrock versus The Rock, Internet IC title, WrestleMania 14. Great.
Ken Shamrock won. No, he didn't let go of the ankle lock. The Rock win. Perfect looking. Love it.
Yeah.
Those Ken Shamrock's aggressive. He doesn't give a fuck.
Yeah.
He's trying to break The Rock's ankles, damn it. Question 8. Favorite Disney show theme songs?
Ooh.
They're all kind of like to me. Like there's not one. I mean, if I'm being real here, does the Disney Power Rangers count? Because I like the what's it called? Which one was it? The Dino Thunder. It was like I don't know how it went, but it had a good background beat to it. It's like dan 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 dan. It felt like Power Rangers, so I'm going with that by default. I know that's a cheating answer, but I don't give a fuck because I'm sorry, That's So Raven annoyed the fuck out of me. And don't even get me started.
What?
No. And don't even get me started on Corey in the House. Oh,
Corey in the
Okay, check it out.
Sorry. Long time, man. I got the Proud Family and Kim Possible, man.
Oh, the Proud Family was good.
Destiny Child sang that.
If you want to reach me.
Yeah. Call me, meet me, if you want to reach me.
What are your favorite Disney Channel theme songs, Weston?
Oh man, the American Dragon Jake Long one.
Oh, that was American Dragon.
He's the American Dragon.
Oh, That's So Raven. That's so Raven.
I was just talking about how much I hated that theme song.
Yes.
I cheated. I chose a Power Rangers theme song under the Disney era. So.
This is great. Power Rangers, God.
And Power Rangers is the bomb, dude. Don't hate. Accelerate.
Yeah. Hey, I love Power Rangers, but That's So Raven, man. Come on, that's the best one.
Double A Star asks, what attractions did you go on as kids? I don't know what you mean. What does she mean by attractions? What does she mean by attractions? Like theme parks? Like theme parks or something? I don't know. Attractions. I will say, if you're asking about theme parks, I'll say Disneyland and Universal. So I can really say I don't know what you're trying to ask. Attractions like theme parks. I'm not sure. So we're gonna move on from that one. If you could clarify that one for us, that would be great. Double A Star asks, who is more attractive, Triple H or Charlotte? Triple H, hands down. It's not even close.
Triple H. All right.
more attractive than Charlotte?
This guys, I have to go. I have to go do parallel parking
Well,
again.
have fun parallel parking, Aisha. Wish
Yeah,
you luck.
so
Hope she
I
does.
don't know when I'll be back, but I'll try to be back soon.
All right, have a fun one.
All right, thank you.
So there's Aisha. She's going to go do some parallel parking. So who's more attractive, Weston, Triple H or Charlotte?
The god of games, Triple H.
Yeah, exactly. Her next question is, what instrument sounds beautiful to you guys? Oh, piano. The piano always sounds beautiful. Like any schmuck can go out there and play the piano. If they know how to at least do some rhythm to it, it always just sounds so nice. Just like a piano background, man. It's just always so nice, dude. Always love the piano. What about you, Weston?
I'm gonna go with the violin.
The violin. Okay, that's a good one. I don't know. Sometimes like the violin can sound too scratchy for me. It hurts my ears a little bit. Question 9. Do you guys see Netflix taking over TV? I see it as more as like, I don't think taking over TV, because like there's still a market for people that like watching TV shows on a week in and week out basis. Like TV is not dying to that point. And I feel like with Netflix, there's some problems with what they do by releasing all the shows at once, because like all the episodes at once, because then people tend to blow through it. And then afterwards, they don't get the rest of the feel of it. They don't get the feeling and excitement of a week-to-week basis. If Netflix starts incorporating some live streaming capabilities or something like that, maybe. But as of right now, no. I think TV is still going strong, but it's definitely a market that's kind of slowly dying down. But then again, places like Netflix and Hulu and a bunch of other TV services websites like them don't really get the product unless they show on TV. So we'll have to wait and see. You know, that's how they make money, is from all the contracts that they sign with the TV deals and stuff that have the shows on their network. So what do you think, Weston? Is Netflix taking over TV?
Not really, no, because on TV, you still got sports on there and stuff like that you can't really get on Netflix. And that's pretty much the only reason you really need TV, isn't it? Is because of sports.
Yeah, sports are
You know,
huge, and people forget like the NFL is huge for like CBS and Fox. Like that's the reason, and NBC as well. Like those are huge draws. Like, and also it's like you can't, like, honestly, I'm sorry, you can't put like football games on Netflix and stuff. There's no way in hell I'll be sitting down watching a full play of unless that football game was like the most insane thing. Like, there's only certain games where I will actually go back and watch them in full. Like, I'll give you some, for example, 49ers versus Saints in 2011 NFL playoffs. I'll go back and watch Green Bay and Arizona is another candidate for that, the wild card playoff game and stuff like that. Basketball games, there's so much basketball games that are just so like, who gives a fuck? Like there's like far in between, especially in today's NBA. Like, unless it's like a top team facing, I don't even care to watch the basketball team. I only care about basketball when my team's playing on TV and I can watch it, because my team's the Timberwolves and it's really hard for them to get games anywhere. But if they do have a game, I'll definitely go watch it. Or when I see that it's like the Cavs versus the Warriors, or the Warriors versus the Thunder or the Spurs, then yeah, I'm watching the fucking game, like, for sure.
yeah. So no. Easy answer is no.
Yeah.
At least not anytime soon.
Question 10. What's your guys' favorite moments from White Chicks? White Chicks, easy. Terry Crews singing "Make My Way Downtown," walking past the boulevard. That's such a great moment. Or Battle Shits. Battle Shits was a good one.
Yeah. You said it best, man. Terry Crews, I was telling my mom this in the car one day when we turned on that song. I said, it's funny because like I don't even say that Vanessa Carlton did this song. I say Terry Crews did.
It's a White Chick song. Like, no one, like, you wouldn't know the artist unless you were looking up the song. So, all right. Her next question is, worst WWE films. Oh God, there's so many. What's the worst one? There's so many.
Well,
to me, the worst one for me, one of the worst is The Reunion. It's like the most dumbest one. It's like John Cena and his like two brothers have to go to Mexico because their dead dad says they need to spend time with each other. It's like if there wasn't the hot Mexican chick in that movie, and she's not even that hot. She's like B-level hot, if anything. But if she wasn't in that movie, I don't think I would be able to sit through the whole movie. The fact that she is just wearing a tank top and jeans that make her ass look ginormous, that's the only reason why I would watch that movie. Other than that, nope. That movie is really, really bad. What other bad WWE movies have they made?
Oh man, another one is the Santa's Little Helper.
Oh, I haven't seen Santa's Little Helper yet. Are there websites where I can watch this?
Maybe Rainerland.
Okay, I'll go check it out because I always want to see what's going on. I haven't seen the new Marine with Miz and Summer Rae. I remember I had it queued on this one website I was going on that I go on for movies, so I had it queued to watch it, and then like I remember like I got a call from my friend to go hang out, so I hanged out for him, and I hanged out with him, and then later on I just never watched it. I just closed my desktop and I never thought of going back to watching it. So maybe I gotta go check out that one. Let's see, Marine 1, that was passable. Marine 2, the Mr. Kennedy Marine. Or the Ted DiBiase movie, like the Mr. Kennedy movie was Battlefield, and then the Ted DiBiase one was pretty bad too. So the Ted DiBiase, why is Ted DiBiase in Marine?
I turned that one off in like the first 2 seconds. I was just like, yeah, I got better things to do with my life
than watch a Ted DiBiase Marine theme. So
yeah.
Marine. All right, so we're gonna go to YouTube right now to ask some questions. Double A Star, we'll get back to your questions in a moment, my friend. All right, next question. Joe Juicy asks, "Do you think Broly is the Brock Lesnar of Dragon Ball Z?" I don't know. Is he? He's like the Great Khali of Dragon Ball Z than Brock Lesnar. I mean, if you think about it, dude was kind of uncoordinated, but he had a lot of power to him and stuff like that. And when he hit a move, he would do some damage. So I'll say he was more like the Great Khali, because like Brock Lesnar, at least he has like charisma. Broly has like no charisma. All Broly does is just smile and just say Kakarot like 5 million times. So
yeah, I would have to say maybe the Brock, because it's hard because Brock Lesnar's actually a face, but so if we were thinking logically, maybe Goku would be the Brock Lesnar of Dragon Ball Z.
Oh yeah, because he never puts anyone over. And he's always booked up softly. So, yeah, he's definitely more the Brock Lesnar.
Yeah, so I don't know. There's really no Brock Lesnar of Dragon Ball Z when you think about it.
Cody Ray asks, which DC movie you looking forward to more, Suicide Squad or Batman vs. Superman? At this point, Suicide Squad, because Batman vs. Superman, they should have just named this shit Justice League. Holy fucking shit. All the rumors, all the trailers. Like, I'm sorry. I just wanted to see a movie where Batman and Superman are kicking each other's ass. That's all I wanted. I don't need Doomsday. I don't need Wonder Woman. I don't need Cyborg. I don't need Aquaman in this fucking movie. You can throw them in. Like, you can have Wonder Woman maybe in the background. But no, she's like now like a featured character in this movie, and she's going to be a huge part of it. And it's just like, oh God, this has like Spider-Man 3 shoving shit in just for the sake of it. All over it. So hopefully that's not the case. I want this movie to be good. Because one, the last Superman movie, kind of decent, if anything. It wasn't anything too special and stuff like that. So hopefully this one turns out good. But definitely Suicide Squad seems a lot more interesting to me, at least. So
for me, gonna have to go with Batman versus Superman. I don't know. There's something about that movie that I feel like it's gonna be really good.
I don't know, dude. It just seems like they're cramming in shit for the sake of it.
Hopefully not, because they keep showing commercials of it, and I feel like it's just gonna be really good. I think it's gonna surprise a lot of people. Hopefully, I'm right.
Hopefully it does. Hopefully. Paul DePoy asks, better Hall of Fame career, Muhammad Hassan, Rene Dupree, or Tajiri? This one's not even close. It's Tajiri. Like, Muhammad Hassan got killed on WWE TV by The Undertaker. Rene Dupree, I mean, Rene Dupree had his moments, but he never really had like a single title run. Like, he won a bunch of tag team titles. Tajiri at least did shit. I would say he's a little bit more impactful. So definitely Tajiri has a better Hall of Fame career than those two bums. So Tajiri definitely. I can see Tajiri getting the Hall of Fame for sure. I don't know if Rene Dupree would ever touch the Hall of Fame. So yeah.
Oh yeah, to Jerry, and yes, he will go in the Hall of Fame. WWE's gonna hype him up as like one of the biggest stars in Japan history.
Yeah, in Japan history, they signed him and everything. Not ECW. It was WWE that found Tajiri.
Yeah.
WWE did that William Regal will induct him.
Yeah.
We made him who he is, damn it.
For the reason why he's so familiar. Cody Ray asked, they should just add one episode per week for Netflix. Yes, agreed. John Cool asked, what if WWE did a segment where CM Punk and Daniel Bryan were both fucking AJ Lee back in 2012? Oh, God. Pass. That's what I would say. I have no interest in seeing that whatsoever. Why? Like, oh, God, no. You're just giving internet fans too many wet dreams there, John Cool. Jake Loomis asked, what if Charlotte took up her wig and she turned out to be a man? Wouldn't be surprised. Wouldn't be surprised. That would actually be pretty funny, man. Like, you just have it for Charlotte. It's just like, you want to know a secret? And she just pulls off the fucking wig and she turns out to be a man. You know, with Bruce Jenner being so popular that she is, Caitlyn, I should say, Caitlyn Jenner being popular as it is, I don't know why they don't go with the transgender gimmick with one of their ladies. I mean, if Bruce Jenner can do it, I think Charlotte can pull it off for sure. Welcome back, Weston. The question was, what if Charlotte pulled up her wig and revealed herself to be a man? What would your reaction be to that, or what would you think about it?
I would not be surprised, but at the same time mark out, if that make any sense. Like,
Yeah.
I think the best thing to do is to have Charlotte take off the wig, and then it would be David Flair that was Charlotte this whole time. Yeah.
Dude, the funniest Titantron ever. It's like just him moving back and forth, and it just shows a bunch of footages of Ric Flair. It's like, what the fuck is this? Double A Star asks, what was the craziest things you guys did in GTA 5? Have you played GTA 5, Weston?
Yeah, a dozen times.
What's your craziest thing that you've done on there?
Well, one time I lined up a bunch of cars onto a gas station and I poured gasoline on it, and I blew up all the cars and the gas station. And one time I jumped off a building and I literally sniped someone all the way from in the sky.
Oh, that's so tight. That's tight.
Yeah.
That's tight. What some crazy things that I did? I go to Mount. I think it's Mount Chiliad in the GTA universe. But I went to Mount Chiliad, and what my friends and I like to do, we grab like a truck, and two of us sit in the bed of the truck, and we drive off the hill, and we see if our characters can survive rolling down Mount Chiliad and stuff like that. So we do that. Another crazy thing that I did in story mode, since they actually have fucking sharks in that one, I'll try to beat up a shark barehanded to see if I can fucking do it and stuff like that. So like, I'll try my best. I'm afraid of the sharks in that game. Sometimes I get fucking scared when I see them and stuff like that. Like like the water scares me in GTA 5, man. And like the submarine doesn't help you if any. Like the submarine, if anything, just gets me a little bit even more creeped out and stuff like that. But because it's so dark in there and there's no music and you just hear beep, 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 and stuff like that. But yeah, other than that, what other crazy shit did I do in GTA 5, man? I've done a lot of stupid shit in that game. It's been so long, dude. It's been so long. I love that game, though. GTA 5 is a fun game. Double A Star asks, thoughts on the Tennessee Titans? To me, they suck ass. Sorry, Aisha. LOL. Oh, God. That was mean. The Tennessee Titans are a nice young team. I'll say that. They have the future quarterback in Marcus Mariota, and I think Mariota is going to do well for them. He's shown some signs of brilliance. They just need to keep him healthy. They need to get a running back for Marcus Mariota. It seems like the Bishop Sankey experiment is over there. Antonio Andrews, I don't know if they're going to want to re-sign him. David Cobb had some flashes, but he's more of a guy that works within like 20 yards or less to score a touchdown. He's not really an every down type of back, in my personal opinion, in the NFL. He has a nice receiving core with him. You know, if they can get anything out of Justin Hunter, their second round pick, that would be a really good thing because Justin Hunter is nice talent. He's just a little bit raw. Same with Dorial Green Beckham, but he showed that he can burst away and stuff like that. I think Green Beckham's going to have a huge season next year, and let's just hope he doesn't have any craziness happen with him. And they need to get more out of Kendall Wright for sure. Delaney Walker's a nice option. Defense, though, Dick LeBeau, he made the defense a little bit better, but they definitely need to get pieces on defense that can actually be game changers. I mean, Jarrell Casey's a stud and everything, but he can't do everything for that defense. He just can't. But he's a stud for sure. Hopefully, Arakpo shows up next season for them and does really good, because Brian Arakpo, I think, is a really good talent. He's just had a bad luck of injuries. So, yeah, that's my thoughts on the Titans. I think they're a nice young team. They ain't going to do shit next year, but give it 2 years, and with the right draft picks and right free agent signings, I think the Tennessee Titans will be a threat.
Yeah. I best thing for the Tennessee Titans at this point is to probably take a defensive player in the first round. Then in the second round, probably take someone like Derrick Henry, just to give yourself the running back quarterback combo. Because let's be real, it's not hard to figure out you're gonna pass it with Mariota.
Yeah.
Yeah. So
they just need a running back, and it kind of sucks for the Titans that they're with the number 1 overall pick and stuff like that, because like I like Zeke Elliott and all, but he's not worth the number 1 overall pick. This draft class is weak and everything like that. They need to go with Tunsil or Ramsey, depending on which one they like better. So, or Miles Jack, because they could use an improvement at middle linebacker. Woodyard played good for them, but they could use another guy for depth reasons. Double A Star asks, yeah, she asked a lot of questions. She does a good job on this. Thoughts on Evan Bourne? I like little Matt Seidel. He can do a lot of cool things, but that's about it. He's good and all, but he's not like, he was never someone that wowed me. You know what I'm saying? Like, he's good, but using him as a high flyer, that's not really his strong suit. Seidel's strong suit is that he's a really good technical wrestler. I think a lot of people don't know that about Seidel, is that he's more of a technical guy than he is a high flyer. Like, yeah, he can do a shooting star press, but doesn't mean that you have to make his whole offense that he's a high flyer.
yeah, just good wrestler, really nice wrestler to watch. But he's just always been that guy who's there, and it's kind of a shame that the highlight of his career in WWE is the fact that he was part of Air Boom.
No, his highlight in WWE is that he got RKO'd by Randy Orton.
Well, yeah, that's
RKO. That's his highlight of the WWE. That's like the only thing you remember from Evan Bourne, is that he got an RKO by Randy Orton. Like I'm being dead honest here. There's not a lot of Evan Bourne highlights, but that's one of them that you remember. You're just like, oh yeah, man, that was a sick RKO by Randy.
yeah.
Question 15: Chinese or Thai food? Chinese. Question 16: Do you guys have any yearbooks from school? Yeah, I do. I just don't feel like digging it up to show it. So there you go.
Same here.
Question 17: Social media trend that annoyed you the most? Coney 2012. I feel like you've asked these before already, WA Star. I feel like you've asked these before, because I remember saying something about Coney 12 the last Q&A. So yeah, that was a trend that annoyed me the most.
Probably the AL. What was it called? The AL bucket challenge or whatever.
The ice bucket challenge. I avoided that. I remember one of my friends tagged me, and then later on I grabbed like a small cup of water and ice, and I showed her this video of me throwing it on me, and I said, there you go. And then she's like, oh, who are you gonna tag? You gotta post it. I'm like, no, I'm good. I was like, I ain't posting it. Like, I'll donate, but that's about it. I'm not gonna throw buckets of ice on me. So I somehow avoided that. Like, I'm like big time. Like, thankfully, because like the girl who tagged me, she didn't have like a bunch of people on Facebook, so it wasn't like I was gonna get in trouble if I didn't do it or anything like that. Double A Star asks, thoughts on Work by Rihanna. Haven't heard the song.
Oh, I have. Just very bad song. Like, there's a part of it where he goes, it says something like, show me how you work, da 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 da.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I think I've watched the NBA video when they were showing. It was like a Stephen Curry highlight video, like before a game or something. They were playing that song because it was a hot new song. So yeah.
Horrible.
Paul Tapoya asks, Captain America versus Batman, who wins in a fight and who do you prefer? I would say Batman would win because he probably has some tools to like freaking neutralize Captain America. That's just like a fact. Because like Batman, like even though he doesn't have superpowers, he has like those tools and he has the brains to kind of neutralize everyone. He always has a plan to like take down his friends and his foes and stuff like that. So I think he could find a way to take down Captain America. And I prefer Batman. I'm sorry, Captain America is too boring for me.
Yeah, Batman's very underrated for his intelligence. Like,
No, it's not.
yeah,
Everyone knows Batman's intelligence. It's not
well,
underrated.
yeah, but that's not the first thing you think of when you think Batman. You just think like Dark Knight badass. And it's like,
Yeah, because the Nolan movies did that. So, all right. Next question by Jake Loomis. What did you think of Brock Lesnar's heel run back in 2003? I wasn't a big fan of it because it came out of left field. It was just kind of like they were trying to make Lesnar a babyface, but then they realized that this guy just couldn't work as a babyface for their company. So they made him into a heel forcefully, and it just never really clicked for me. I just couldn't tell the difference between Kurt Angle and Brock Lesnar's character. It was just like to the point where I was just like, what are they doing with these guys sometimes? So wasn't a big fan of Brock Lesnar's heel run back in 2003.
yeah, I hardly remember any of his things that happened in 2003.
Yeah, he just randomly turned heel. It was just like, oh, I beat up Kurt Angle, and Kurt Angle came back from a neck injury, like, and he became babyface, and Lesnar became heel. It was like, what the fuck?
Yeah.
Greg Toomer asked, would the CM Punk and Daniel Bryan 60-minute Iron Man match at WrestleMania turn into a wrestling porn where the IWC are just jacking off the flips and kicks and 10 wrestlers throughout the match? Oh, yeah, man. If you want to make the IWC even more excited, you make this the first ever triple threat 60-minute Iron Man match. Daniel Bryan, AJ Styles, and CM Punk, and it would be like the ultimate porn fest. You have Shinsuke Nakamura make a random run-in for whatever the fuck reason, because they need Shinsuke Nakamura to make a run-in, and then afterwards, I don't know, you do some other stupid stuff that IWC people like. Maybe Jerry Lynn comes out and hits them with steel chairs. Why did Jerry Lynn come out and hit him with steel chairs? Who the fuck knows? It's Jerry Lynn. Jay Walker asks, what did you think of Matt Hardy version 1 gimmick? In my opinion, it's Matt Hardy's best work he's done throughout his career. I liked it. I loved Matt Hardy version 1. I love the fun facts that I got about Matt Hardy. You know, it's good to know that Matt Hardy enjoys chocolate milk on the evenings. That's good to know because I want to know these things about Matt Hardy. Like, they're just good stuff. It was like pointless stuff that we didn't need to know about. The cruiserweight stuff were actually hilarious, where he was trying to lose weight to make the cruiserweight division and stuff, so he could keep his cruiserweight title. So yeah, I like Matt Hardy version 1. I definitely one of his better works for sure. I still think his best work was when he was tag teaming with Jeff, and I did like Matt Hardy heel 2009 before he broke his arm. I did like that heel Matt Hardy. It was pretty funny. So I would have to go, but it's definitely one of his better works for sure. Josh, what did you think about V1, Weston?
Oh yeah, definitely one of his greatest singles things that he's ever did. And the fun facts thing was just a genius idea. Whoever thought of that was just.
It would come out and we would get the Matt Hardy, like the website, the Mattitude.com, and it would tell us some Matt Hardy facts that I don't know why I need to know about them, but I'm glad I did. Like, I remember I'd play Here Comes the Pain, and I would try to like see if they like change the facts up every time and stuff like that. So it was like actually pretty cool to watch, to do that when you did the entrance and stuff like that. Josh Chambers asks, who would you fuck, Santina Morella or Charlotte? By default, Charlotte, because I would take a risk with Charlotte. I like blondes better than black-haired Italians, in my opinion. All right, Weston, answer this question. Hold down the 4 for me, brother.
Yeah, I'm gonna have to go with Charlotte because let's just say I'm pretty sure Santina's got a little something underneath that skirt that I don't want to see. So, yeah, Charlotte by default. Like, yeah, holy Christ. Man. Imagine if you did like just randomly like imagine getting drunk though like one day at a club and then you just like you're looking at Santina and you're thinking she's like the hottest thing ever. Then like you just randomly like take her to your hotel room and sleep with her and like you wake up to that, man. That must be like. That must be like just. That must be like the best, the baddest day ever, right? Just wow.
All right, finally.
Yeah.
I had to change the oil there for a moment. It was getting pretty bad. I was holding in that oil for a while. Yeah, man. When you gotta go, man. Like I have like the worst bladder control. Like I can't control my bladder. I'm like the worst. Like I swear to God, man. When like it happens to me all the time. So this is a legit real story. So Draven G, we already answered the question. Thoughts on the new Ghostbusters trailer. So Weston said it was very disappointing. It's pretty much just Bridesmaid with Ghostbusters is what he said. So I haven't seen it yet, and I'm not going to watch it on YouTube because last time I did that, I got a copyright strike, so I'm not going to risk that. But this is a true story. So we were going on this road trip to Sacramento for my journalism class and stuff like that, and we were going to go to Sacktown and stuff like that for this journalism conference. And we literally went to IHOP to eat breakfast. I went to the bathroom because I knew that I was going to have to go to the bathroom. So I went to the bathroom. I took care of business. I should have realized that when you drink orange juice, it's going to come back again. And so I was saying to my friend who was driving, I said, hey, we are going to just go straight to Sacktown. We're not going to make any stops. And so we were driving, and then straight up, right after I say that, we didn't even hit the road for like 2 minutes. I had to go pee again. I sat there uncomfortably for at least probably like not even, I'm being dead serious, like 10 minutes. And I felt that 10 minutes was like an hour fucking long. So I was like, oh my fucking God, are you fucking serious, dude? This is fucking insane, dude. Why? Like, I just couldn't handle it, dude. I just couldn't handle it. So I call up the crew and I say, hey, we're making another pit stop. Turns out everyone else had to go take a piss too, so I didn't feel too bad about it. But then afterwards, the rest of the road trip was very, very clear. Like it was just like an easy, clear road. We were almost at Sacktown, and I had to take another fucking piss. This one was brutal because I was holding it in for such a long time, man. Like we were so close though. It wasn't like we were far away and stuff. We were super duper close. Like we knew that we were almost there and everything like that. So I was just like, frick, man, dude. I just gotta hold it. But I almost was at the point where I was trying to piss in the bottle. I was like, I gotta piss in the bottle. I can't hold in my piss. I'm such a pussy when it comes to holding bladder. So just know, guys, if you ever do a road trip with me, it ain't gonna be that fun because if I have to go pee, you'll have to stop. So there you go. Slapnuts 2000 asks, what if WWE did a storyline where internet fans aren't getting what they had? A group of angry fans interrupt Triple H's promos and just bitch and bitch. How would you book the rest of the storyline? Oh, this would be great. So I would choose wrestlers that would I would choose some random NXT jobbers that you know you're never going to use and you could just easily replace and release. And I wouldn't make them believable guys. I would definitely choose shorter guys. Maybe try to find one pudgy guy too. And I'll just have them like just bitch and bitch at Triple H. Like Triple H is doing like his usual Triple H promo. And all of a sudden the most generic, like stupid, like hardcore, like rock music hits. Because I always think like hardcore wrestling fans love like stupid metal. So the stupid metal song hits. Out comes the freaking indie jobbers, the indie schmucks, or whatever you want to call them, or the hardcore internet fans, or the IWC, whatever you want to call them. And they just come out and they're not even dressed nice. Like these dudes are wearing like the most things that you think like wrestling fans are wearing. Maybe their t-shirts are stained a little bit. I don't know what else you would do with them, but they would just look like a group. You're just saying, what the fuck are these? And they just bitch and bitch and bitch. And then the whole time, like what their gimmick is that they'll come out to other matches that aren't like, you know, they find respectable, and they just bitch about those guys. They go, oh, Roman Reigns, that Superman punch wasn't good enough. Oh, Roman Reigns, you're not good. You suck, and stuff like that. Like they just hate on all the people that the IWC hates. And even the funny thing is that they go to their favorites like AJ Styles and Chris Jericho, and like AJ Styles and Chris Jericho are even like, fuck you guys suck, we hate you and stuff, and they just don't understand why and stuff. And then afterwards, boom, they get buried by the main players like Triple H, Cena, and Roman Reigns taking on the IWC. So it'd be great. I would love it.
Yeah, I think that the only edit I would make, the only change I would make is give those fans the Rockstar Spud theme song. You know, da-da-da-da,
Oh,
da-da-da.
you have to, no, Weston. You have to give them like a stupid heavy metal theme song that like people are just like, what the fuck is this shit? Because I feel like that's what a lot of indie fans, like hardcore wrestling fans, listen to is just like stupid hardcore metal.
Well, yeah, and that's what Rockstar Spud's theme song transferred to. It goes da-da-da-da, and then it goes to like some freaking random rock song.
No, we need some heavy metal. I'm talking about some heavy metal that makes no sense. Why? Like, why are they coming out to this heavy metal song? It makes no fucking sense. Like that. It'd be great.
Yeah.
Draven G asked, thoughts on the new Ghostbuster trailer? We already answered that. Carson Lopez asked, does Dolph Ziggler remind you of Jeff Jarrett? He wishes he was Jeff Jarrett. How about that? At least Jeff Jarrett had a gimmick. Like, let's be real here. Jeff Jarrett at least had a consistent gimmick for many years. Like Jeff Jarrett never changed as much as Dolph Ziggler did. First, Dolph Ziggler's perfection. Then he became a show-off. But what the fuck is he showing off? He's not really a show-off. Jeff Jarrett, at least you knew he was Memphis mid-card piece of shit or whatever. At least you knew that he had the friggin' guitar. Jeff Jarrett had consistency. He had a gimmick. Dolph Ziggler never had a gimmick whatsoever.
And at least Jeff Jarrett, you know, has a wife. You know, he's not chasing after his coworkers, you know, spouses.
Jeff Jarrett do that though. He did that with Karen Angle.
Well,
What the fuck are you talking about?
well, true, but at least they ended up married. At least, you know, he's not a failure like Dolph Ziggler. You know, at least he turned out successful. You know.
Yeah, at least he got it in. That's for sure. I
Yeah.
mean, not he got it in Nikki Bella before John Cena, but still.
He stole her from Kurt, for crying out loud. Dolph Ziggler, he failed, man.
He failed, yeah. So that's true. So yeah, Jeff Jarrett is like people say like, yeah, he can remind you of Jeff Jarrett a bit, but at least Jeff Jarrett had a gimmick. You got to give Jeff Jarrett that. I mean, whether you like him or not, at least he had a fucking gimmick. Like you know his gimmick, you know his shtick. What's Dolph Ziggler's gimmick or shtick? He doesn't really have one. He just like goes out there and shakes his ass. Like, oh, that's a shtick. I'm talking about like something that you can remember. Like, what are you going to remember about Dolph Ziggler 20 years from now of the character? Like, I'm talking about what he did as a character, not as, oh, I felt bad for the guy because the guy never got opportunities. Like, you can say that about like 75% of the main roster of the WWE. With Jeff Jarrett, no matter how many times go past by, you knew that he was a guy that had a guitar and he hit people with it. Sure, he never drew a dime. He broke 1,000 guitars and never drew a goddamn dime. But still, at least he had a shtick. He busted guitars over people's heads. What was Dolph Ziggler's shtick? You're never going to know. Maybe he threw a random super kick or a jumping DDT. I don't fucking know. Dolph Ziggler did not have a shtick. Do we have any more questions? Weston's keep jumping in and out. Though a star, I don't see anything from you, my friend. She disappeared. YouTube could be taking a while to send in your guys' questions. Seems like we don't have any more questions. Every time I say that, though, like a bunch of questions pop up. So maybe I shouldn't.
I was gonna say a quick thing to add to the Dolph Ziggler thing. I hate people who say he's never accomplished anything in his life or in his career. It's like, hello, 4-time world champion. Yeah.
I mean, I'll take 4 title reigns. I mean, even if they were forgettable like Dolph Ziggler, hey, at least you can say you won it 4 times. I mean, they must trust you to some level to become a 4-time world champion, right?
Yeah, exactly. It's like, what do you mean he's never, like, the WWE doesn't push him or anything like that? It's like the dude's 4-time world champion, multiple-time IC champion. It's like, where's your argument?
Exactly.
Yeah.
Draven G asked, what is the hardest video game that you've ever played? Ooh, what's the hardest game you played?
I don't know, man. Probably the first God of War, maybe.
The first God of War is pretty difficult. They made it way too easy. God of War 3 was a joke. Like, they made God of War 3 so fucking easy. Like, it's too easy to play. The hardest video games that I played, or the hardest video game that I ever played, would be Dark Souls. I'm not a big fan of the series and stuff. But my friend, brother, he was playing it, And he's like, "Oh, Chase, I know you're into the role playing games like Oblivion and Skyrim. You should try out this Dark Souls game, man. It's fucking tight." So I said, "All right, fuck it, why not?" So he let me the copy of the game, and I was literally playing it for like 2 months, and I just couldn't do it. It was just like too hard for me. It was just like really difficult. Like I just couldn't get a grasp of the combat or anything like that. Oh, Draven G says Jak 2. Jak 2 is fucking hard. Jak 2 is the most unfair piece of shit in this world. No, let me get on Jak 2 for a minute, dude. I'm with you that Jak 2 is one of the hardest games. Jak 2 shows no love whatsoever to the players or accomplishments. See, the thing about Jak 2, guys, is you can go through a mission and you fuck up just once. You don't get no freaking checkpoint or anything like that. No. Like sometimes, in the game, you mess up in the mission, they at least give you a nice checkpoint so that way you can restart and everything like that. No, Jak 2 says, fuck that shit. We're not going to give you a checkpoint. We're going to make you restart the whole fucking mission. Jak 2 does that on so many occasions. And it's not like, and when they do give checkpoints, it is like to the short ass missions. It's like to the small missions that are like so easy to do. You're just like, why did I need a checkpoint for this? It's the long missions they don't give checkpoints to. And sometimes their missions are just so ridiculous, man. Like the mission for me, Draven, I don't know what mission is hard for you. You can tell me what the missions are for you. But the mission that's hard for me is when that freaking science nerd was in the freaking, I forgot where the fuck he was at. He was in the teleporter room or something, and Daxter looks at the eco bombs, and all of a sudden Daxter goes and he freaking sets off the eco bombs, and then later on they're like, oh no, you have to make sure you throw all those eco bombs away because they're gonna explode in like a minute 30 seconds, and you have to throw them in these things. Now you think, oh, okay, that doesn't seem too hard, but you have to use the fucking hoverboard, and the hoverboard was freaking stupid as hell. It was stupid as all hell. It was just like, why do I have to use the hoverboard? You have to make sure that you do all these goddamn things. Sometimes you would jump the highest limit that you can, and Jack's dumbass wouldn't throw it in there, and you have to grind through this all. Oh god dang, that mission alone just drives me to the wall, man. Of Jak 2, man. Like Jak, or where you're freaking having to protect those 3 dumb skulls like Crew's men inside the thing, trying to get like the Mars amulet or something like that. Like fuck. Like that was annoying as fuck too. So there's a lot of Jak 2 missions. I fucking hated the time driving missions. Oh god, racing. Yeah, dude, the racing was fucking bullshit in that game, dude. If you just died once, man. Or the race with Arrow. Oh god. Arrow was such a cheater, dude. Like Arrow would hit a car and he would be fine. I hit a car, my freaking speed bike explodes and everything like that. You miss one checkpoint, you're screwed. Arrow can miss all the checkpoints in the world, but he's fine because he's the CPU, so he's good. Yeah, fucking Jak 2. I can rant. It's a great game. Like, don't get me wrong, Jak 2 is a great fucking game, but it was like so, like, especially at the time when Ratchet and Clank and Jak 2 were like kind of, Jak and Daxter were kind of like rivals and stuff. Ratchet and Clank, the enemies would hit you hard, but it wasn't that necessarily of a hard game. Like you could get through Ratchet and Clank because Ratchet and Clank was nice with the checkpoints and everything like that. Jak 2 was just so unforgivable sometimes, where it's just like, man, I want to just play Ratchet instead of Jak. All right, that was my rant on Jak 2. I can talk about hard games like that. PS2 days. I mean, Jak 2 made me broke a PS2 controller. That's how frustrating that game was. Wow. I broke a PS2 controller because of Jak 2. I was so pissed off, man. And this was like, because like, keep in mind when you're a little kid, you suck at certain video games at first and stuff. This was like one of the beginning missions. Like you go to this place, and this tank starts chasing you down, and I couldn't get used to the camera angle. Like the camera angle was pissing me off, so I kept on dying to this tank, and I broke the controller. I was so fucking pissed. I just threw it as hard as I could to the ground. Rebecca Olsen asks, do you think these IWC losers are a bunch of fat, out-of-shaded guys that never work out, staying in their parents' basements all day and don't go out much less unless they go to a wrestling event? For the most part, yeah. I think that's a lot of the IWC. I mean, I can't really insult the fat thing. I am fat myself and stuff like that. But I don't live in my parents' basement. I pay rent and everything like that. Like, you know, I try to work out, you know. So, you know, I don't get effective with it. I'm kind of in the mental block of working out. But yeah, for the most part, like they only eat, sleep, and breathe wrestling, which I don't know how anyone can fucking do, man. I just don't know how someone can just like sit there all day and watch wrestling. Like, it blows my mind. I don't know about you, Weston, but I can't sit there and watch wrestling all day unless it's like WrestleMania. That's the only day I'll dedicate a day to wrestling. But I can't sit there, eat, breathe, and be like, oh, professional wrestling. Like, you know what I'm saying? It's like, can't do it, man. It's too much.
No, even I am not like that. Like I know stuff besides wrestling all day.
Yeah, exactly. There's other interesting things besides wrestling. Do you think Dolph Ziggler is a wannabe Shawn Michaels and Billy Gunn? Asked by Josh Chambers. No, like he dresses the part and stuff like that, but I don't say wannabe. He's like a poor man, if anything like that. He's like definitely like a hobo compared to Shawn Michaels, but he's definitely a poor man's Billy Gunn if he's trying to be. So
Yeah, it's just he's a failure of a Billy Gunn. Like he's like, what if Billy Gunn never made it?
exactly. Red Wolf 316 asks, who's your favorite Mortal Kombat character? Answered this in the past, Sub-Zero.
Gonna go with Liu Kang.
That's a good one.
Yeah.
All right. What other questions do you guys have? YouTube's so behind sometimes, man. It pisses me off. It really does.
With everything updating now, it's just so stupid.
Not consistent with those updates. They aren't. They're not consistent, man. They just like do whatever.
I know. And then they got this new thing where like you can you go on YouTube and press this red button, and instead of uploading videos, you can start filming. It's
Really?
weird now. Yeah.
Like you can just start filming? Like what?
Yeah. Okay. So you know how like the old upload button, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, that's been replaced with the filming button. Like you can literally.
I still have the upload button on mine. So I don't know what you're talking about. Let me hit upload. Yeah, no, I still have the upload button. Hello? Okay, Weston lagged out, so I don't know what happened there. Draven G says, since we were on topic, what would you say is the hardest boss fight in Kingdom Hearts series? Ooh. What is the hardest boss fight in Kingdom Hearts series? When I was a little kid, Riku 2 at Hollow Bastion, when he was possessed by Ansem, that was really, really hard. Like, to me, it wasn't until I got older when I was just like, oh, this is easy. Just guard the whole time. You can literally guard off Riku 2 the whole fight. It's like the funniest thing. You can just guard off him and get all his – and he gives you like a lot of tech points. And especially if you're playing that final mix one where you get the tech point plus thing, oh, you could just level grind off Riku 2 in that one. But the hardest boss fight in the Kingdom Hearts series, to me at least, now, if we're including secret bosses, Sephiroth from Kingdom Hearts 1 is pretty hard, but thanks to Final Mix again, he becomes really easy because you can just spam Arslan Kingdom and spam Strike Raid, which is like what you normally do because you have invulnerability to that and stuff like that. The hardest boss fight in the whole series. Roxas is pretty annoying from Kingdom Hearts 2.5
Hey,
HD.
Chase, buy a little time on this question. I'll be right back. Just 1 second.
Oh yeah, no, I'm trying to think of it anyways. Like, who is the hardest boss fight? I would have to say one of the ones that I don't think he's the hardest, but he's like definitely the trickiest where you have to think a little bit more. Would have to be Phantom. I mean, he's a secret boss, and I don't know if he counts really, to be honest, but he's definitely one of the harder ones because, like, in all honesty, it's just like you have to think about the spell that you're going to use, and then you have to use your quick selects on Fire, Blizzard, and Thunder, as well as Stop, and so you probably won't have Kira as one of your quick selects, which kind of really sucks because you kind of want to make sure you can heal really, really fast because Phantom does, no matter at what level, somehow this fucker does like the most damage I've ever seen in my life. Like this guy's still like, I could be at level 100 and this dude will still do half of my health and stuff like that. So he's a really tough dude, but once you kind of figure out his pattern, he's not really that hard. So Phantom is pretty tough. I always think Dragon Maleficent like is very, very tough. Like especially if you don't know the stop glitch on her, she can be really, really tough and just wreck you all day. So I think Dragon Maleficent is kind of a tough one for sure. So Who else is pretty tough? I'm trying to think of like really, because like Kingdom Hearts boss fights, they're not really like hard. If you figure out their attacking patterns and they're like classic like anime. When they say certain phrases, you know what moves are coming and stuff like that. So, but I can tell you the fights that I've had trouble with. But hardest boss fight, I'll go with Phantom. It's like really hard to really get to that guy sometimes for me. John Cool asked, what if John Cena was a caster as John Cena for the Justice League movie because Henry Cavill didn't want to come back? Oh, that'd be great. John Cena would be the ultimate Superman. Greg Toomer asks, what do you hate about YouTube? What I hate about YouTube, man, is really, to be honest, is just that inconsistency of smaller channels and helping out the smaller channels. Like, pretty much with YouTube nowadays, if you don't have somewhat of an established name behind you, an established fan base, they won't support or promote your videos whatsoever. And it's just how it is. You know, back in the good old days, like, I'll tell you what, man, back when I first started on YouTube, I was gaining subs like crazy, like subscribers, like insane amount of subscribers, like freaking crazy, man. I would upload a video. There's a point where I wasn't making videos for a month and I gained 200 subscribers. It was like, because YouTube back then supported, the tag system. They supported video responses and all that other stuff that helped get your channel out there a little bit more. It was so much easier back when I started on YouTube to keep on going. I'm going to be dead honest here. If I didn't take my break from WrestleMania 28, like if I did not stop doing YouTube videos when I took my break when I did, if I didn't do that, my channel would probably be in a much better place. I'm going to be dead honest when I say that. I truly believe my channel would be in a much better place. Now, would I be up there with the OTR Essentials and the Lexman? Probably not. But I probably would have a lot more subscribers than I do now. And that's what I truly think, because when I came back, that's when YouTube started to change and stuff like that. And that's when I noticed that people who already had established fan bases were getting bigger, but those who were trying to build their brand and build up a YouTube channel, they weren't getting any bigger because they weren't getting promoted. Because back in the old days, everyone else would get promoted. But nowadays, especially when it comes to wrestling content here on YouTube, when people say they want to start a wrestling channel, it's like, good luck to you. I mean, I feel bad for the guys in the Inner Rope Show. These guys right here, they should have a lot more subscribers than they do because of the crazy shit that they do as a YouTube channel. You would think that these guys would have at least around like 3,000 subs right now. I think they're barely cracking 1,000 right now. They just passed the 1,000 mark, and that sucks. Guys like the Smart Busters, they got lucky with doing the IWC drama stuff, because, man, without the drama stuff, you wonder where they would be at as a channel. I like the Smart Busters and what they do. I find the reviews entertaining, but let's face it, when it comes to the IWC, drama sells your videos. If I had my channel just be a bunch of drama videos, I guarantee you I would have a lot more people watching my channel. That's how Wrestling Jesus keeps on going, is because his drama videos helped him carry out for a lot of his stuff. It's all about drama in the YWC, because the YWC likes to pretend they're professional wrestlers sometimes. It's kind of ridiculous when you think about it, but it's true. So, yeah.
Yeah.
That's the thing I hate about YouTube. It's just that it's harder for guys that try and actually put up videos and do a good job at them to kind of really get out there, especially in today's professional wrestling. Like, you can get all the views you want, but ultimately you want to try to get subscribers to subscribe to the channel, because you want people to know that they actually are going to be intently listening. And then not only that, sometimes too, like, for example, I have 2,297 subscribers, I think, on my channel. I don't think a lot of my videos come on people's sub boxes anymore, because I don't think YouTube promotes my stuff to my subscribers anymore. And my subscribers could be still subscribed to other YouTube wrestling channels, and those guys get first dibs. Why would you want to hear my thoughts on Monday Night Raw or my thoughts on anything? You already watched Leg Daddies and, maybe a CM Pulse. I don't know if he does Raw reviews anymore, or a bigger YouTuber. Why would you listen to my thoughts when you look at my views and everything like that compared to them? Of course you're going to listen to them because they're the more popular. The thing is, like, you always want to listen to the more popular team. It's like the same thing in sports. You support the teams that are succeeding. You don't support the losing teams. You support the succeeding teams. So yeah, that's the thing I hate about YouTube a lot. It's just that it's hard to like really kind of like gain a fan base or something like that, because I feel like with at least the content that I put, maybe it's just me being fucking cocky or something. I feel like that I should be at least right now, like I've been stuck at 2,297 for a while. I feel like with the content that I put out and the videos that I do, I feel like I should at least be what, 3,000 subscribers, maybe at least around there. I should be averaging at least 1,000 views on my videos. But it's just like I said, YouTube doesn't promote my shit because I'm one of the smaller channels. And when it comes to the wrestling thing, and plus, since I'm in the category of professional wrestling, there's going to be the WWE 2K games. There's going to be OTR Central. There's going to be other YouTubers who do a lot of different wrestling commentaries and stuff like that. Then there's the channels that are sponsored by major websites to do wrestling, like the What Cultures and stuff. So yeah, of course, my channel is going to get thrown by the wayside. It's hard to really build a brand nowadays in YouTube. And it's not just wrestling, it's also video games and stuff like that. Like, people who want to start a video game channel are in the worst situation because that's what everyone's doing. They're doing video game channels and stuff like that. And I give a good example on my friend JD Venom. I love his content. I think he's really good as a COD player. I think he does a great job with all the video games that he does. But he doesn't really gain a lot of traction because YouTube doesn't promote him as much, because there's a bunch of other COD players that have a lot of experience under their belt that they would rather promote than my friend JD Venom, and that's what they do, and it sucks. So if you're starting a video game channel, good luck to you. I feel like the best route to go, honestly, in YouTube, if you want to start a channel, is a makeup channel or a health channel. Those are the two channels that I see are booming as of late, especially a makeup channel. So, or a cooking channel if you want to try something like that, but good luck with that too.
And I would love for YouTube. Go ahead, Chase.
No, I said go on ahead.
Oh, I would love for YouTube to actually give us some more consistent fair use rules, because like I'm tired of this changing of like, oh, maybe we'll go with this fair use rule. Nah, let's change it up to here, and because like people get flagged and it's like, wait a minute, I thought this was a fair use, and it's like, nah, we changed it. So on and so forth. And, me as a former channel, me as a smaller channel, I'm glad that, I've met a lot of bigger YouTubers that will plug me. And it's just really big honors. I'm about to hit 60 subs, which is great.
See, and that's the thing, because if this was, Wes, I'm telling you right now, if this was old YouTube, and you were on my channel on old YouTube standards, like how YouTube used to work, you would definitely be at like around 200, 300 subs by now if this was the old YouTube standards, that this is how old YouTube worked and stuff like that. Because old YouTube, like, really, to be honest here, another way to be successful on YouTube, the description box, man. You just got to spam that description box full of the most random ass shit that people are going to search, because for whatever reason, search engines go through the description box, thumbnails and all that other stuff. I mean, that's how some YouTubers get their views, is because of the thumbnails. I don't put thumbnails in my videos anymore because I'm trying to show people like, hey, I don't need the thumbnail to tell the story. I can tell the story via myself. You know what I'm saying? So, and I'm not really good on the whole editing a thumbnail and stuff like that. So, but yeah, like Wes, like I said, like if this was the old YouTube format, you would definitely have a lot more subs and stuff like that.
And they really do need to appreciate us smaller channels, especially the ones that are new like me, because we are like, the future, future content creators of this app and whatever. We are, all of us are the reason why, YouTube's or whatever owns YouTube's customers, buy and do their stuff. You know what I mean? Like, in a way, we are like YouTube's unpaid employees, so to speak.
Yeah, and the one thing that I will say about me not having really a bigger channel that I should have is the one thing that I do like is that, like, I seem like to have like a good core group of people who watch my videos and actually do listen and care about my content. So I take that over like anything else, really, to be honest. Like, yeah, sure, having a bigger name here on YouTube would be kind of cool and everything like that, But I do like the core group that we have, like, you know, going and stuff like that. Like, you know, you guys that watch the Q&As and ask questions every week for them, really do love that. A lot of you guys do comment on my videos too. It's not just like, oh, he does a Q&A, a live one. That's all I'm here for. No, you're also here for the commentary videos, and you post comments about that, and you give your thoughts about that as well and stuff like that. So it's really cool because I can recognize the usernames and stuff like that and be able to actually comment with you guys. And it's like you guys actually show some interest in the content that I'm putting. Like that's what I like too, that my channel isn't really as big. Like it'd be cool to have a bigger channel, don't get me wrong. It'd be nice, but at the same time I like what I have going right now, because honestly, if I did have a bigger channel, I doubt I could do live Q&As. You guys see how much I ramble as it is about certain stuff. I want to be able to get through a lot of freaking questions. Sometimes I fall behind on the questions and stuff like that. So yeah, you know, it's good every once. It's good. So hope you guys like that YouTube talk. I really want to know from you guys what you guys think about YouTube and stuff like that.
That's one of the things I wanted to get out there real quick, is that me and General Jerry were having a talk, and actually, you know, wrestling is actually one of the most top searches actually put in the YouTube search box.
Yeah.
So there's actually a lot of people that look for wrestling videos. So
Yeah,
it actually is something to think of. That guy, especially a guy like you, Chase, for you to still be stuck at, you know, under 3,000 mark.
Yeah, I know. Like I said, if this was older, like I'm being dead honest here. If I didn't take my break when I did, and the views support this, like that's what you have to look at, is like the views that I was getting at that time. At that time, especially for the videos that I do, like I would never reach the level of like a Wrestling with Regret and OTR Central of the Lex Man, because the Lex Man, he hits a lot of the hardcore fans home. Like a lot of the hardcore fans definitely connect more with the Lex Man they would ever do with me, because I'm nothing like them whatsoever. And I would never reach a level like a What Culture from WWE, because let's face it, that's fucking whatculture.com. Like, what's Chase Oliver going to do? But I definitely would be in that middle tier road where people are like, oh, I like Chase Oliver. I think he's underrated and stuff like that. Even though I have like 5,000 subs or something like that, I'm considered underrated. You know what I'm saying? And stuff like that. So like that's the thing that I think that, like, if you looked at my old videos, like, and what I was pulling in view wise at that time, and I didn't have thumbnails at that time either. You look at my older videos, I was at like 700, 600 views per video and stuff like that. If I would have kept on going, especially during WrestleMania 28 time, Rock versus Cena, oh yeah, I would have definitely gained more subs. And even last year, before I took my break because I got a new job, you know, I was like, sorry, work is more important to me than YouTube. So yeah, what was I gonna say? I'm drawing a fucking blank. Yeah, so like, even though I got a new job, I was gaining views on the road to WrestleMania and stuff like that. But it is what it is. You know, I like doing YouTube as a hobby and stuff like that. It's not a means to an end. It's a good practice for the broadcast journalism world that I want to enter in. So it's good stuff.
Same here, man.
So yeah, that's how it is. Like, you know, that's what I hate about YouTube. It's just, I just wish other guys could get opportunities and stuff. All right, so now we're moving on to the next questions. Sorry about that, guys. I went on a huge rant about that, but it really does bug me, because like, it's like there's so many great wrestling channels on here that just should be so much better than they are, man. It's just like there's so many channels that I could think of, like, and guys who put in so much fucking work in their videos, and it's like, man, dude, like, I wouldn't say put in like editing work, because a lot of the YWC people don't really edit and stuff, but like, I'm talking about just like in general, just like the content and everything they put out there. And it's just like, it sucks, because it's like really hard for certain people to get out there, man. It's like, it is really hard. And I just wish people would get a better opportunities to get out there more, man. There's like so many really good channels, and it's like In the Row Show, Heel Steven, No Kayfabe. It's like, these guys are good, do good stuff. And it's just like, you guys don't get fucking half the shit that they should, you know? It's like, it just frustrates.
Yeah, Kayfabe is one of the guys I'm most frustrated with. Like, how is he, you know, a jobber in, you know, the IWC, basically? This dude puts a lot of effort into his YouTube videos, and so does OTR Central. Those two guys should have at least 25,000, if not 50,000 subs.
Okay, OTR Central. OTR Central is good on subscribers. He's on the creme de la
No,
creme when it comes to
I still think he's underrated.
You still think
12,000 subs does not do him justice. It does not do him justice.
compared to some of the other bigger name YouTube wrestling community guys. Yeah, I would say that. Like, I like Wrestling with Regret. Don't get me wrong. Brian Zane does a great job. But if Schleg Daddy had what Brian Zane had, Schleg Daddy would have like 100,000 subscribers easy. If Schleg Daddy had what Culture gave Adam, Schleg Daddy would cause like being dead serious, like Schleg Daddy would be king of the IWC if he had the point. If he had even what this is an old ass thing, what J Dub had, Schleg Daddy would be doing really, really good as well. So there you have it. I try to move on from the Greg Toomer. You asked a really great question. But it's true, and you know that's just how I feel about it. It's just stupid. Who's your favorite Undertaker opponent? My favorite Undertaker opponent's always Kane, like from '98 era, because like that was like one of the few times that I felt like Undertaker was mortal. Because keep in mind, man, when you're a little kid, you believe half the fucking shit that wrestling gives you. And like I believed Undertaker was this dead man. And seeing the fact that there's this guy like as strong as the Undertaker, quite possibly even stronger than him, fucking scared the fuck out of me, man. So I would have to say Kane. Kane always got the good out of the Undertaker. I'm sure the later run was just kind of whatever, but still, I would say early Kane and Undertaker, good shit right there. What about you, Weston? Seems like Weston's frozen right now, so we'll move on. Jay Walker asks, what do you hate about the IWC? Just kind of the bandwagoning thing that IWC fans do. Like, it seems like the IWC is like the easiest group that falls into the bandwagon and kind of just like picks their favorites really easily. It doesn't feel like the IWC tries to be different or tries to give other guys a chance. They just feel like they know what's right when you should know that you don't know what's right, because you're not making billions of dollars. Vince is a millionaire / billionaire for a reason, guys. There's a reason why we're sitting on these chairs talking about it and not writing for it and stuff like that. So yeah, that's what I hate about the IWC. It's just kind of like a bandwagon. Like they just pick one guy and they go like, oh man, dude, like that guy should be the great that guy should be the greatest of all time and blah blah blah. And it's just like, no, why should he be the greatest? Because his work rate. It's like, what the fuck does work rate even mean? So that's what I hate about the IWC. It's just like kind of like they just jump on people's dicks and they hate on people just to hate on them because they have to get, and they try to give reasons, and just sometimes their thought process is just so weird. Joe Juicy asked, thoughts on the Brad Rules? I haven't seen a lot of the Brad Rules content. I know he's pretty good. Like I think I've seen a couple of his reviews and he's pretty damn good. But not really too much thoughts about him in my opinion. Yeah, like for me at least. Cody Ray asked, why WC died a long time ago? There are very few channels that don't do drama. Yep, that's
Hi.
true. Josh Chambers, have you ever played Injustice Gods Among Us? Yes, that game is fucking insane. One of the few times that I've used the GameFly. Like I got this GameFly thing because I wanted to try Injustice because I wasn't gonna pay $60 for it because I didn't think it was worth $60. So rented it on GameFly, really good shit. Who is a female comic? Did you play Jet Weston? I mean, sorry.
No.
No, you haven't played it. It's really good. Play it. It's Mortal Kombat with DC characters. Just don't download Scorpion because then Scorpion breaks the fucking game because he's too impossible. John Cool asked, who is a female comic book character you would want to fuck? Oh, that's a good one. A female comic book character I would want to fuck. Lois Lane. I don't know. Like I always like Lois Lane. Lois Lane would definitely be on there. Yeah, I would say Lois Lane for me. Lois Lane.
I have to say, there's a Wonder Woman looks like she would look great in real life, so I'd pick Wonder Woman.
Wonder Woman, yeah, and also because fucking Lois Lane, I could say I fucked Superman's girlfriend, so why not? That'd be great. John Cool asked, what did you think of CM Punk's Kill Switch theme? Oh, it was a good theme song. You know, it's probably one of my favorite wrestling themes too. All I ever wanted was destiny. Some people say. Like I can't even get my voice that deep, and I have a deep ass voice, so really liked it.
Yeah, good thing. Nothing much to say about it.
Cody Ray says, "I want to thank you, Chase, for subbing my XS Ranter channel a few months back. No problem, man. I like subbing to other YouTubers to see what they can do and stuff. You know, even if I don't comment, I just like watching videos and stuff like that. The one guy that I'm glad that managed to get through the YouTube BS was Big Ray, Big Ray's wrestling show. I remember I watched one of his videos and I was just like, damn, this guy's fucking good. And I commented on one of his videos, dude, just get a new webcam and stuff like that, dude. You'll be fucking golden. And he took that advice and stuff like that, and he's done great things with it. I love Big Ray, man. So happy for that dude and his all his success. He has surgery coming up soon, so thoughts and prayers to Big Ray. Glad he got through the YouTube BS. Jake Loomis asked, "Do you think rant videos are what gain views?" Oh yeah, those are the only videos that gain views in the IWC and YWC, and it's not necessarily like ranting about wrestling topics. Like honestly, you can make a rant about certain topics in wrestling. Like I've done rants on wrestling topics before, and you know it's not like those videos are sometimes are getting the views and stuff like that. It's like, you know, like it's about ranting about other YouTubers. like that's what gains you views is ranting about other YouTubers. Like in all honesty, like if I wanted to, I could. But it's just like I'll just be doing it for the sake of views. But that's not what my channel's about. I like talking about wrestling. If there's something I want to talk about, I'll make a video on it and talk about it. I don't give a fuck how many views it gets. It can get like fucking 10 buck 2 views. If I feel like talking about it, I'll talk about it. Like, for example, one of the next videos I'm going to be releasing is I'm going to talk about the new AJ Styles DVD. Will that get any views? I don't know. Probably not. I don't give a fuck. I want people to know what I think about this new AJ Styles DVD set that's coming out. I want to tell people about it. I want to tell people what I think about the match list and everything like that. Tell them about the matches that you're going to see on this awesome set. So yeah, I'm going to make that video. That video is going to come out. Do I care if it gets any views? No, I don't care. As long as people comment and say they liked it, sure. That's all I care about. You guys give this video a thumbs up, hit that subscribe button because you like my content, good. You know what I'm saying? So, but yeah, it's just all about ranting about other YouTubers. It's not about ranting. It's not about ranting about like the actual product or anything like that. It's about ranting about other YouTubers and what they're doing. Like that's just pretty much it. And I think a lot of YouTubers do a great job. I don't think a lot of YouTubers do a bad job. I think they do a really good job with the content that they produce, honestly. Cody Ray says Dark Host, Poston, Charlie Rant King, they all make good amount of subs. Yeah, that's true. So true. I don't know what you're saying. So true to Cody Ray. All right, I'll be right back for a minute. Gotta do another oil change.
Well, ladies and gentlemen, I was just going to say that. By the way, Hangouts, please fix your stuff. Ain't this the most awkward moment ever?
How's my Kevin Owens, guys? Did I walk like him or anything like that? Want to know? Just trying to show off that gut. All right.
Yeah, and I was gonna say, man, yeah, you're right. Drama videos do get all subscribers and everything. Cause I got a friend that literally has made 0 videos on his YouTube channel. He made one with the ETA, ranting about General Jerry. Then the next thing you know, on his channel, he gets 18 subscribers, and he has yet to make a video on it on his own YouTube channel. And then he jokes with me, "I'll make a video one day."
Yeah, no, that's just how it is. That's how it is. Rant videos are what gets you views on YouTube, man. I mean, they're fun. Like, don't get me wrong, they're fun to watch, man. Like, for example, I'll give you a perfect example. Now, this wasn't really like me ranting or anything like that on a particular YouTuber, but go look back on my channel history when I was doing the TNA debate. I was going to debate with Alucard, and you know, if you look at my history on my channel, I'm pretty much drama free. I have never had any drama or beef videos whatsoever on this channel. Never feuded with another YouTuber. Supposed to do this debate with Alucard. We planned it out and everything like that. And it was after Bound for Glory 2015 and stuff like that. And that video got a shit ton of views from me, and was mainly because I was calling out another YouTuber because I was pissed off that he didn't show up to the debate. Yeah, I'm going to call him out on that. I'm going to call out Alucard because he didn't show up on the debate. Because he told me the time and the place. I woke up early for his ass. I said, like, hey, man, I'll wake up early to do this and everything like that if you're down. And he's like, yeah, that time works out perfectly. He said that. He said the time was good and everything like that. I waited an hour in the hangout for him to show up before I said, fuck it. I had to change everything. I like, everyone was excited for me to debate another YouTuber and do all this other fun stuff, especially someone like Alucard, who was like the TNA fanboy at that time, defending TNA's every stupid move and everything like that. So really, to be honest, it was something that everyone was looking forward to. And the start of the video, like straight up, I go in and I start going ham on Alucard, saying, where are you, and all this other stuff, and freaking calling him a ducking, saying that he's ducking me. And look at that. Everyone was all watching it and stuff like that. Everyone's all like, oh, yeah, dude, bah. So yeah, man, like, that's just how it is. But you know, I only make rants about other YouTubers and stuff if they promise me something and they don't fucking do it. So yeah, that's how it is, man. That's how it goes around here. Oh, yeah. But yeah, like I said, go back and watch that video. Go look at that video and look at the views and stuff like that. A lot of it's because I did the thing about Alucard. That's it. They didn't care about what my thoughts about TNA were. They just wanted me to say stuff like, "Oh, Alucard, you're ducking me in the debate." It's true. All right. So, anyways. Draven G asked if you could book the organization 13 members in your own wrestling company, who would you push as breakout stars? Also, who would you repackage and who would you fire? All right, so breakout stars. Obviously, Axel is a breakout star. Sykes, he's a Randy Orton. Like, you know, he's definitely a breakout star. He has no mic skills, but he has a good work rate to him. I can just see him having a good work rate. Larkstein, oh, that babe is definitely getting pushed in the Divas division. Those are my 3 breakup stars. I would repackage D-Mex, like, you know, try to give him a little bit more of a serious edge. Like, yeah, he's the goofy member of the Organization 13, but I feel like the dude can pull off a serious heel gimmick. I would repackage Marluxia for sure. Like, and by the way, Marluxia's a dude. I don't know if people know Kingdom Hearts or anything like that, but by just saying the name, I think people would think this is a girl. No, Marluxia is a guy and stuff like that. Is it Marluxia? I don't know. So Marluxia, I would repackage him to kind of like, even though he has pink hair and stuff like that, kind of make him more manly so people can actually believe this dude's a fucking dude. Who would I fire? Oh, that's easy. Locks. Who's the fuck? I don't know who the silent one is. He has the giant sword and he tries to hit you with it a lot. That dude's gone. Sorry. Don't even care. Don't care about you, book dude, the guy who has the books and who's cheap as fuck. Don't care about you whatsoever. You can go away too. Bye-bye. I don't care about you. Those 2 would be fired. They're in the Riku basement levels of Kingdom Hearts Chain of Memories, Rechain of Memories, whatever the fuck you want to call it. So those are those 2 would be gone from my company for sure. And of course, you know, like organization. Yes, even Luxor, the gambling dude. I like the gambling dude. I think he has some star potential to him. I think he would do well. So and Dylan. I know that's his real name, Zaldin. I think Zaldin would be a very good sleeper in my organization, the organization 13, for sure. Is Larxene really like the only girl? Yeah, that sucks, man. She's the only chick in that whole organization. Well, if you want to count Shion too, but she was a clone and everything like that. So, LeCafe16 asks, "You're the man, Chase. Thank you, LeCafe. If there's one match you want to see at Mania this year that's not on the card, what will it be? Mine would be Zayn versus Owens for the IC title. It would be John Cena versus Undertaker for sure. AJ Styles and Kevin Owens would be a close second if built up properly. I just don't want it randomly thrown on the WrestleMania card for no fucking reason. But it would definitely be those two for sure. Would be John Cena versus Undertaker and AJ Styles versus Kevin Owens. All right, Weston, if there was one WrestleMania one match at WrestleMania this year that wasn't booked that you could book, what would you want on there?
Man, that's hard to. Maybe I would probably go with Kevin Owens versus Sami Zayn.
All right. That's what LeCape said that he would put on his WrestleMania, which would be a good one too. I just wanted to throw different matches out there.
Yeah, it's hard to choose one, especially with all the wrestlers injured.
Exactly. Whole crop of them. The Real Heel asks, "Hey Chase, one thing I never understood is why does WWE never mention TNA's existence, but they mention ROH and other indie promotions? Does Vince hate TNA, or is he afraid people might get into TNA even though they have insanely low ratings?" Yeah, that is something I just don't get. Why Vince never really mentions TNA. I mean, you look at the AJ Styles article that they wrote for him. It was hilarious. Like they're like, oh, an in-depth look at the career of AJ Styles, and here they go mentioning like his days at NWA Wildside, New Japan Pro Wrestling, and they said, oh yeah, and then he also wrestled Sting in Florida. Florida? What the hell? What Sting in Florida? Like they don't even mention TNA. And Samoa Joe, table for three. They had the table for three with Samoa Joe. Samoa Joe goes like, yeah, man, this is how it felt like in Ring of Honor. And, I've been in other projects before where, I had to help a company, it was a nice young group and we were trying to get it together. I did that before at another place. Doesn't even say TNA. Doesn't even mention TNA whatsoever. And it's like, I really do think Vince hates TNA. I don't think he's afraid of TNA getting popularity at all. Like, I don't think he's afraid of it whatsoever. I just think he honestly hates TNA and that they tried to challenge him and he's trying to show them that this is how irrelevant you guys are to me, that I don't even care that you guys exist. That's what I really think when it comes down to it. That's what I really do think it comes down to. It's just that he hated the fact that TNA tried to challenge him with his guys and stuff like that, and he hated that they failed. And so he's just saying, you know what? Fuck you guys. You guys are just such a waste of my time that I won't even mention you. That's just how much he hates them. He just doesn't want to mention them whatsoever because he just thinks they're so irrelevant. Like, I don't think it's like out of fear or anything like that. I just really think he looks so little on TNA. He doesn't care about Ring of Honor because Ring of Honor you can mention all you want. Ring of Honor is still going to be Ring of Honor. They're still going to be doing the same shit. Ring of Honor is trying to grow bigger, but they're not really getting too much progress in there. Same with New Japan Pro Wrestling. New Japan Pro Wrestling is always going to be in Japan. They're not a threat to take you over in the States. I said this before. You can bring Japan to the States. Try to see if they can sell at a football stadium like WrestleMania does every year. I want to see them actually try that with a New Japan Pro Wrestling only card. I want to see if they can actually try to sell out an arena like a WrestleMania can. So that's the thing too. When what was I gonna say? Yeah, that's the thing. I just think Vince honestly just thinks TNA is irrelevant, and he doesn't even want to mention it because he just hates them that bad.
Yeah, and it was funny. What did they say? Like at the Royal Rumble or the next night on Raw? Oh, AJ Styles had a great career in New Japan and in Florida.
Yeah, in Florida. Yeah, what the fuck? Like, what do you mean in Florida? Like I just literally think Vince just wants to treat TNA as irrelevant as possible, and he doesn't want wrestlers to mention it because he just hates it that bad. He just is like, fuck them. They're just a stupid company. Like, I literally think Vince just hates them. Like, I'm pretty sure Triple H wouldn't mind if they mentioned TNA. I don't think Triple H cares, but I think Vince cares a lot. I think Vince is just like, fuck it. Because I think you can mention – I think Vince could even promote TNA on his show, and I still don't think that would help TNA any. Because fans would just be sitting there be like, how come Jeff Hardy and Bobby Lashley aren't wrestling here? You know what I'm saying? That's what they would be saying. So I'm glad you liked my Kevin Owens entrance, the Cafe 16. Draven G asked, what about Zemnis and the dude with the eye patch? Oh, Zigbar. Oh, Zigbar and Zemnis are fine, dude. Like, they're already top level guys. I don't need to book them any better than they're already going to be booked. I don't know why, but I see Zaldin being like Triple H. Yeah, you know, that's why I say he's a sleeper. You don't know what you're going to get out of Zaldin. And Lakafi 16 asks, hey, Chase, if you haven't seen the Rise and Fall of WWE on YouTube, give it a view, man. It is spot on. Are you talking about, like, did they actually make a full documentary where they added stuff in, or is it just still that YouTube clip? Because that YouTube clip was fucking hilarious with some of the stuff. Like, it was really good interviews and stuff. Weston, have you seen that video yet?
No.
Type in Rise and Fall of WWE on YouTube when we get off the air and stuff. It's hilarious. It's like a mock commercial for the Rise and Fall of the WWE. And like they just pretty much grab a bunch of clips and stuff, and it's just hilarious, man. One of the clips is like when those Today Show girls were dancing dancing with Adam Rose and stuff. And I think CM Punk goes like, it was absolutely terrible. It was just like, it was great shit, man. Great stuff. It seems like the Twitter people died. What happened to Double A Star? Where'd you go, girl? She just disappeared. No Snowdrop, no Diamond and Silver, aka Diamond and Spoon. YouTube guys, you guys are taking over. Did you guys like silence the Twitter people? Did you tell the Twitter people no more questions? YouTube only. Yeah, I've seen it. Look off. It's really funny. It's really funny.
You want to hear something really hilarious? The WWE's actually making a big deal about Triple H not re-signing his contract. Yeah, like they even made a news. WWE superstar leaving WWE after WrestleMania, breaking Triple H not signing his contract with WWE.
Where like WWE.com is doing this, like they're saying that Triple H is not resigning.
Yeah, I guess so, because like they're making it a huge deal that Triple H is not re-signing his contract. It's like, wait, but he'll still be there behind the scenes.
That's hilarious.
Yeah. It's obvious. He's just...
And Weston froze again. If you guys want to know, the network's going to be free for WrestleMania. What the fuck? I guess WrestleMania is free on the network this year. So. Weston's frozen. So I don't know what's going on there. All right. Do we have any more questions, or can I wrap this up? Because I got to get ready to watch that UFC later tonight. And I may have to take a nap and stuff. I just want to know what you guys do to the Twitter people. The Twitter people are not here. Do you guys like lock them up in a closet or something? Maybe telling them like, "Dad, stop tweeting them questions and stuff like that." Not trying to stop nothing here, but why no one ever points out that Cena's gimmick is Secret Society related? What the fuck? Cena's gimmick Secret Society related? Oh, I'm actually interested in this Cafe 16. Before we end this off here, what do you mean Cena's gimmick is Secret Society related? I'm just wondering, man. I'm just wondering that it's Secret Society related. I want to know. What do you miss about the old YouTube? Where you could actually personalize your channels and make them look kind of cool. So it's just like it just looks nicer. It just looks nicer where you can actually add like a personal touch to your channel and everything like that. Nowadays, every channel looks the same, feels the same. It just doesn't look cool. Straight Shooter asks, is there a lack of main event heels and baby faces? Huge. There's not really a lot that you can differentiate between who are the villains and who are the good guys in today's WWE. It's kind of like a huge problem in my personal opinion. Like it's something that they really, really need to fix. What do you think, Weston? Lack of main event heels and lack of baby faces?
Oh yeah, and on top of that, just lack of characters in general. Like every character feels the same.
Yeah, exactly. There's like nothing going. I'm waiting for LaCafe 16 to explain this whole secret society gimmick of John Cena. I'm curious and what he thinks about that. Draven G asks, what's the point of charging $9.99 for it if it's like free for every other pay-per-view? I just don't get it. I honestly don't get why WWE keeps doing these free freaking months. Just have it where the first 30 days are fucking free. Every other subscriber-based network does this, where if you want to subscribe to them, you can try it out for free for 30 days before they start charging you. And it's so stupid, too. Your biggest show of the year, WrestleMania 32, you're pretty much giving away for free. You're not going to make any profit off of WrestleMania 32 at all for the WWE Network. And wouldn't you think that's like the one show that, like, no matter what, we're not going to give a free month for is the WrestleMania is WrestleMania? Like seriously, like why? Like why are you like are you going to gain any profit for these guys like that sign up for that free month and then unsubscribe? No. Like goddamn, stupid ass WWE. You would think that's the only reason why people would go get the network in the first place is maybe just watch WrestleMania. That's why the network sucks and subscribers and stuff like that is because they just do stupid business things with it. Like, dude, just do a 30-day free trial. That's it. And then afterwards, stop giving away free months and everything like that. It's not going to make people wanting to subscribe to the network if you're just going to give it away for free. LaCafe 16 asks, what were you going to say, Weston?
The even funnier part is, who was it? It was you or my other friend who said that your friend literally subscribes for the network, and then all he does is call in and say that his account got hacked, and then they give him to they allow him to subscribe to the network free again.
Yeah, that's what my old coworker used to do. I asked him like, "Oh, so do you pay for the network or anything like that?" And I pay for the network. I'm one of those people that they let me take my $9.99 a month. Like I don't give a fuck. I think it's bullshit that us people who are subscribed to the network and have been long-time subscribers, because I've been a subscriber since March of the WWE Network. I didn't get it when it first came out and stuff like that, but since March, I've been a loyal, like since the first March, I've been a loyal subscriber to the network. Yet I still have to pay $9.99 a month for the damn pay-per-views. Yet I can't get a free month whatsoever. I can't get WrestleMania for free. They can't say, hey, Chase, for being a loyal subscriber, you get the whole month of April for free, just like everyone else. It's like, no, dude, I'm the motherfucker that has to pay for the WWE Network. Like, I have to actually pay for it. Like, what the fuck? Why do I have to actually still pay for it? Like, seriously. Like, that's bullshit. That's what I don't like, is that these guys get WrestleMania for free, yet I have to still pay $9.99 to watch WrestleMania. Like, that like hurts the pay-per-view experience for me, too. So it's like, it's so stupid. LaCafe 16 says the 6 hand signs, hand over his eye on his gears, his creed, his society is society related. Oh, man, maybe Cena is part of a secret society. I wouldn't be surprised if Cena is a part of the Illuminati. Like, I wouldn't be fucking surprised whatsoever. Maybe that's how he has so much power in the WWE. Like, he told Vince, like, he would get his, like, Illuminati homies to, like, take him out or something. Well, I wouldn't be surprised. Cena seems like that weird, mysterious dude. Like you just like know there's something more to him. Like you feel like you know the dude. Like you like you have a good relationship with him. Like you feel like, oh man, this guy's pretty cool on the most regard. He's always nice to me and everything like that. But you could just sense that there's probably something secret society related. Hey, maybe that's why Wade Barrett got buried. Think about it, man. Maybe Wade Barrett like asked Cena if he was part of a secret society, and Wade Barrett's and then Cena's like, no, I'm not. Don't worry about it, Wade. Let's just have a good match at SummerSlam. And then Wade Barrett started digging more, found out Cena was with the Illuminati, and then Cena had to make sure Wade Barrett gets buried, and then like save face and say like, yeah, you know, Wade, he's just getting a little bit crazy backstage. And then people believe it because he's all saying like, oh yeah, John's part of the Illuminati. Who are you gonna believe? The guy that can control your WWE career in John Cena, or Wade Barrett? Think about it. That's fucking crazy. That's great shit right there, LaCafe 16. I like this shit. Maybe John Cena's a part of the Illuminati. We just don't fucking know it, man. I mean, think about it. It could be true. It could be true, man. I'm going to get to the other questions in a moment. But LaCafe 16 says, his shirt, you can't see me with the C cross out as a hidden in plain sight like a taunt. The all-seeing eye is the top of the pyramid and seen as the top of the WWE pyramid. As soon as he solidified himself as top, they gave him new gear, hand signs, and started catering to kids so they emulate and throw that 6th sign as well. I can go more and more, but it'll take too long. Not Illuminati, he is. He is just a pawn for big business. No, maybe he is a part of the Illuminati. That's what you're not getting at. That's what you're not getting at. He is a part of the Illuminati, man. That's how he has so much power, man, because he told Vince he will have the Illuminati hunt him down. That's why, man. Maybe Vince is a part of the Illuminati too. Who knows, man? I can see that with Cena. I can see him being some secret society ass shit that freaking scares you, man. And that's why Wade Barrett got buried. He dig in too deep, and all of a fucking sudden, man, Cena buried him. Wrestlers are pissed off backstage. He's like, no, guys, you don't understand. Wade Barrett, this guy is fucking mental. And they all look at Cena like, are you sure? And then you have Wade Barrett come backstage and go like, John's part of the Illuminati people. Did you not see that what he did to me? I found it in his screw and he buried me for it. And then Cena's like, see? Do you see what he's saying? And everyone's all like, yeah, man, you're kind of crazy, Wade. And he's like, no, it's true. That's why Wade Barrett doesn't like John Cena. Because he knows John Cena's secret. But he doesn't want to say it because he knows the worst can come, man. He knows that. So, I mean, can't blame the guy, you know. So, yeah, there you go. If you guys don't know, I'm into the whole fucking, like, weird shit. Like, I'm into this kind of shit, so. I am. I'm into this whole fucking secret society.
I'm not really not, but it's fun to talk about, I guess.
It's hilarious to talk about, for sure. Straight Shooter asks, do you think if wrestling territories were around today, would it have benefited the indie stars of today? Oh, yeah. I think like a lot of wrestlers also would benefit if territories were still around today. Not just indie stars, but even like mainstream guys like Cena, Orton, and stuff like that. Like they would definitely benefit from the territory system because then they can go into a new territory and feel fresh and unique, like, and do their gimmicks and won't feel as stale, feel something new to those audiences. So I don't know if it would necessarily help the indie stars today because, to be honest, like the territory system, it was very character-based driven. And like, yes, there were some matches and stuff like that, but it was mostly storyline and character-based driven and how over that character could get inside of that territory. Nowadays, a lot of these indie guys, there's like a few that have characters, but a lot of them don't have characters. They just go out there and they do a bunch of crazy shit and you expect them to get over. Like that's pretty much the case when it comes down to it. So I think it would definitely help a lot more of the mainstream guys for sure, make them feel fresh and unique, and people probably wouldn't be sick of them. That's in my opinion.
Yeah, I feel like it would definitely help them, become. I think it would definitely help them become much more better wrestlers, especially from a wrestling point of view. Like you know what I mean. Like they wouldn't be trying to, think that I'll just do flips and kicks, and the whole crowd will go wild. You know what I mean? Like especially if the territories still had like Dusty Rhodes and all that. Oh my God, guys like AJ Styles would definitely be bigger than what they are now, and I really do mean that.
No, like, could you imagine Randy Orton going through the territories and just running with the Legend Killer gimmick? Like, dude, that would be fucking money. Like, just him going through all the territories, he would be hot in every territory he hit. As a heel or a babyface, it doesn't matter. Like, he would be hot just running that Legend Killer gimmick all around the different territories and stuff like that. It would be good. Cena's shtick, I think, could work in some territories, but I think there's going to be other territories where it will be massively bombed. But then again, since he's in the territory, he can play a heel in that territory, knowing that, like, hey, I'm a heel in Minnesota, but I'm a huge-ass babyface in Florida, so that's all that matters, So.
Oh, my God. Dream match. Legend Killer Randy Orton comes back and faces Dusty Rhodes, AJ Styles. So Dusty Styles.
Oh, that'd be great. AJ Styles is like the king of the Georgia territory, and then freaking Randy Orton, fresh off his New York territory run, comes down to Georgia, becomes a Legend Killer. Oh, that'd be great. That'd be great shit.
Yeah.
Yeah, if you guys haven't watched territory wrestling and stuff like that, some of the best stuff that you'll see, especially from a character standpoint, man, like so many good shit, dude. Like you will watch one episode of a territory wrestling, and like the Road Warriors would be like the massive heels, and then there'll be baby faces in another territory. It's like, what the fuck? It'd be great. It's great to know. It's just good to know that they can get over in different places and stuff like that, and you know what shticks work and what shticks won't. Chase, do you think of Dirk Nowitzki of the Dallas Mavericks? Do I think about him? No. I think you meant, what do you think about him? The German Dirk Nowitzki. I'm not sleeping and be like, oh, your jump shot's so beautiful. It's like a rainbow. Like I don't think of him like that. I do think he's a very tremendous player, for sure. I think Dirk Nowitzki gets like so like he's one of those players that's weird where like he's definitely underrated, but at the same time he kind of gets overrated by like the hardcore basketball fans. If you get what I'm saying, like I think he's an overall underrated talent. But then if you talk to a hardcore basketball fan, they will overrate Dirk Nowitzki to the point where you're just like, okay, dude, calm the fuck down, man. Like I think Dirk's good, but he's not that good. Like if you get what I'm saying, it's like he's just like so underrated, but he can get overrated sometimes by some of the hardcore fans and stuff like that. But he's a really good player and stuff. It's a shame that there weren't a lot of better teams around him because I feel like he could have done a lot more. You know, like for the Mavericks, I think the Mavericks would have at least 2 or more titles if they kind of built better teams around him and stuff like that. He still can play though, which is good, but not to the high level. Not really the biggest Dirk fan in the world, though, if I'm going to be completely honest here. Not the biggest Mavs fan in the world because they always used to beat up on the fucking Timberwolves. So there you go.
Oh yeah, Dirk is really good. As a matter of fact, over here in Dallas, man, we worship Dirk, man. That dude's like a basketball god here.
He pretty much carried that fucking Mavs team to a title. Like the Heat were getting everything for them. Like the Heat were getting everything handed to them, and Dirk was all like, "Fuck you guys, I'm trying to win a title. I'm not going to get screwed over again." you know what I'm saying? I'm not going to lose to you guys like I did in 06, and so.
Yeah. Hey, and admit it, Chase. You got a shrine of Dirk Nowitzki in that closet of yours, don't you?
Yeah, next to my Kevin Garnett shrine, dude. Because I always think about Dirk Nowitzki, dude. That's what I do, man. I think about him every day and night, dude. Yeah. Before I go to bed, just think about him, like doing this fadeaway shot and everything like that, man. Just great shit. It was just funny that he was like, "Do you think of Dirk Nowitzki of the Dallas Mavericks?" It's so awkward, just me, just like. Sleeping there thinking of like Dirk Nowitzki. Out of all fucks in the world, to Dirk Nowitzki. It's not like, oh, I'm thinking of LeBron or Steph or anything like that. It's like Dirk Nowitzki. It's like, oh, Dirk. It's like what the fuck? No, I mean it's serious. It's like, oh, I'm Dirk. It's like, what the fuck? Trey Shooter asked, what would you think of an NFL version of Total Divas? There is already an NFL version of Total Divas. It was called WAGs, Wife and Girlfriends of Athletes. That's what they call them. That's the term they use is WAGs. They had that. I liked it because there was a bunch of San Diego Chargers on there, former Chargers and current Chargers. Like what's his fucking name? He played for Tampa Bay. He was a bust for us. I forgot his name. He played defensive end. He didn't really do Larry English. That's his name. He's on the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. He was on there. Antonio Gates was on there. There was a couple other San Diego players on there. I was like, what the fuck? Why are there so many Chargers? Like, it was really weird. And then there was one random basketball player. That was it. There was like only one basketball player. Let me get the list of the WAG.
It was Noel, wasn't it? I don't know his full name, but it was Noel, I think, from the 76ers.
I don't think it was Nerlens Noel at all.
I think so.
And they also
for sure about that.
And they also have what's it called? Other shows too. Like they used to have it like Footballers' Wives and Basketball Wives and stuff. Like they still do Basketball Wives and stuff like that.
Yeah, the only thing I know for sure about that show is that Kelly Kelly was on there.
Yeah. Kelly Kelly was dating the hockey player. He was like the only hockey player on the show.
Yeah.
I'm trying to find the WAGs and the TV.
By the way, how ironic is it that the same day the Golden State Warriors make the playoffs?
What were you gonna say? What, Weston?
I was gonna say, how ironic is it that the same day the Golden State Warriors make the playoffs, like they're the first ones to make this playoffs this year, the exact same day the 76ers are the first ones that are eliminated from the playoffs.
I can tell you what, though, they don't have my boy Dirk Nowitzki on there, though.
Yeah.
I think about Dirk every day and night. So the cast of WAGs, which is the most recent one, I think Basketball Wives is still going on. Ashley North, who is the fiance of Deshaun Goldson, free safety. I don't know if he still plays for the Buccaneers. Could be released. But he used to play for – he's well known for his 49er days. How about that? Adam Ajera-Tutu, who is the wife of Seiji Ajera-Tutu, best known for getting cut by the Chargers and always getting re-signed when the Chargers wide receivers get. Seiji Ajera-Tutu is like the one dude that I know that will be consistent. Since 2010, this guy has been the one. Like he's the one Charger that I always know that like yeah he'll get cut, but he's just gonna come back anyway, so it's not gonna matter. So he always gets cut, but he ends up on the team some way somehow. So Seiji Tutu, I think he had like a 2-touchdown game once, but when Rivers was throwing to him, it was like Vincent Jackson was like hurt, and then Malcolm Floyd was hurt too, and so Rivers had to trust in Jared Tutu and Vincent Brown. Oh God, that was terrible from San Diego State. God damn, bad days for the Chargers. Bad days for the Chargers. Barbie Blank, who is obviously Kelly Kelly, Sheldon Shuray, hockey player. Natalie Hawkrow, girlfriend of Sean Phillips, former San Diego Charger, played for the Denver Broncos for a bit. That's the last team he played on. I don't know who else he signed with. Let me check where Sean Phillips ended up after the Denver Broncos, because I don't think he got picked up by a team after the Denver Broncos. Oh, okay. He played for the Titans and the Colts in 2014. Did not fucking know that. But he's best known for his days in San Diego. Nicole Williams, girlfriend of Larry English. So, yeah. Olivia Pearson, I don't know who she was dating, but she was obviously dating someone to get on the show. And Sasha Gates, wife of Chargers great Antonio Gates. So there you go. Maybe Sasha Gates was giving Antonio Gates the steroids. So. Draven G, what if those injuries were not by accident? Oh, yeah. Cena's Illuminati guys may have injured Wade Barrett, who maybe Jack Swagger's part of seeing this group. He was like, hey, Jack, I noticed that Wade's getting a push. Yeah, man, it's really great. His bad news Barrett's really good. Yeah, wouldn't it be a shame if, you kind of drove his shoulder into the barricade really hard? Huh? I know that's your spot tonight. Yeah, but why would I do that? Think about it, Jack. You should be in that position, not Wade. You're right. I should be in that position. I mean, Jack, you're really good. Why aren't you being featured more? You know what, John? You're right. Show Wade who's boss. Show him some bad news. That's funny, John. He said bad news. That's funny. Yeah, I know I'm funny. Now go out there, Jack, and hurt Wade Barrett. Straight Shooter asks, this is my question. What were you gonna say, Wesley?
Go ahead. Sorry. I said they should do a WWE Network special about that John Cena Illuminati.
Oh, yeah, once his career's over, we like once Cena passes away and we find out he's part of the Illuminati, then we'll get the hidden troop behind John Cena. Like you couldn't see the truth of John Cena, or you can't see the truth of John Cena behind the scenes. That would be the DVD release. It'll be great. There'll be a bunch of superstars talking about it. Still no Twitter questions. Wow. Did you guys lock up the Twitter people? Did you guys lock them in the closet? What's going on here?
Yeah,
Straight
Twitter.
Shooter. Yeah, exactly.
Wake up.
This will be the last. This will be the last question we're gonna take because we got to get ready for the UFC later tonight. This is my question: what would you think of Bernie Sanders type of character in the WWE? Feel the burn. I would like it. Be related to the current times that are going on in the U.S. Vince likes politics, obviously because Linda's gonna run fucking Senate again. Oh God, fuck. You thought WWE's bad now? Whenever Linda runs for Senate campaign, fuck. That's when WWE's do worst. Absolutely terrible because they go way too PG. That's when they start doing the most PG of PG. That's for damn sure. But I think it would work. Vince loves politics. I think a character like that would work and get over. I think the guy who could pull it off would actually be Curtis Axel. Funny enough, Phil the Axel or something like that, or Axel it off. I don't know. I feel like he has like a funny enough name. Or Heath Slater would be another good candidate, like Phil the Slater, something like that. You have to have like a punny name at least, but I think those two would work. Maybe if you want to be different and be unique, you have Kalisto, Feel the Kalisto, and stuff like that. Feel the Lucha, feel the Lucha that is going inside of you and stuff like that.
I think the perfect guy for that kind of gimmick is actually Jack Swagger. Feel the Swagger.
Yeah, I got Feel the Swagger. Yeah, Jack Swagger, perfect. Feel the Swagger. I like it.
Yeah.
That'll revive the Jack Swagger career. Like you give him back the old theme song, not like his serious Real Americans theme. You give him back the brown, yeah, Jack 1 2, Feel the Swagger. Like you give him like a theme song where it's just like Feel the Swagger, Feel the Swagger. Yeah, people love swag and everything like that. I don't know if swag's still the coolest themes in the world, but fuck, man, you can have people feel the swagger. I like it, Weston. Good call there. Good call there. Phil the Swagger is definitely winning that one. I would actually love that. They should do that for Jack Swagger. I like Jack Swagger. I hope people know that. Like
Me too.
I've been a fan of Swagger. When Swagger was getting pushed and everything like that, I was happy for him and stuff. And I remember one of my Raw reviews. I was like, well, it was a good run, Swagger. Your push when you were facing Rusev, but it's all over, buddy. So have a good one and stuff like that. But at least they used you on TV. Felt bad. I was really excited for Jack Swagger. I thought he was actually going to win the flagpole match that they're having. Oh, God. Yeah, but Feel the Swagger, guys. Let's get that. Hashtag Feel the Swagger. Jack Swagger. Dude, no, you just give him like a remix of his old theme. Feel the Swagger. Boom, 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 boom. Feel the Swagger. Boom, 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 boom. And instead of him doing the thing, We the People, he's like, feel the swagger. And everyone's like, yeah, the swagger. I like it.
Yeah. And then he's in suits, with the old presidential like thing on his chest, like that medal or whatever. And that's how he cuts his promos. Yeah, it'd be golden. Yeah.
Love it, dude. But Facey 16. LOL, it's not that deep. You funny. You're some entertaining dudes. No, it is that deep. Illuminati don't fuck with shit, man. You brought up Cena Secret Society stuff, man. I'm taking it all the way, baby. I love it. You gave me a new lease on life thinking about John Cena now, thinking that he's a part of the Illuminati, man. That's just insane. That just blows my mind, man. That's wild, dude. As John Gruden would say. That just blew my mind, man. So, anyways, thank you guys for tuning in to this live Q&A. For Aisha Boss, you can follow her on Twitter at Aisha Boss. And I think her Instagram's like Aisha Boss as well. So follow her on Instagram and Twitter. She supports those things. That's why I'm plugging it. Weston, you plug your stuff.
All right. Go follow me on Twitter at West_Texas. I tweet during every Raw and every pay-per-view. And subscribe to my YouTube channel, The Angry Mark, where I will be starting a new series soon called the IWC Wars, where if you've ever wanted to see two IWC members that actually have a legit beef with each other go in a real actual fight, well, it's coming to life now. As a matter of fact, one of the first I'm going to do is Chase Oliver versus Alucard. More than likely in a no-holds-barred match. All live on the Angry Mark channel.
You're going to be WWE 2K16?
Yep. And I'm going to create the characters and everything, and I'm going to do live commentary on it.
Oh, that actually sounds funny. I can't wait to see it. That's going to be a killer main event.
Yeah.
You better give me some stupid finisher though. Like I want my finisher in WWE 2K16 in the career mode is Black Magic, which by the way I never got the answer to. Who does the move Black Magic? Okay, if you guys don't know what Black Magic is, I think hardcore internet fans will know what it is. But you do a Shining Wizard and you miss the Shining Wizard part, and then you kick him in the back of the head. It's so stupid, but I had to have that as my finisher because I Googled it. I don't know who uses it. I saw CM Punk use it on the indies, but it wasn't a finisher. I literally searched who uses Black Magic as a finisher in wrestling because I don't know how they came up with the name, but it's a really cool name. The move's kind of cool, but it's not a finishing move. It's kind of stupid. But anyways, thank you guys very much. Hit the subscribe button if you guys are new to this channel. If you guys like what you saw, just give this video a big old thumbs up. Follow me on Twitter at ChaseOliver68 for updates and all that other stuff and me talking about wrestling and random other stuff as well. I'll be live tweeting during UFC 196. Might make a video on that tonight. I don't know. I kind of just want to enjoy the show for what it is. Even if Conor wins or loses, it doesn't matter to me. So I'm just watching the show tonight. I'm excited for it. All right, guys. Thank you guys for tuning in. I'll see you all next time. Peace.